Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the state capital, Santa Fe, New Mexico, final pre-district tune-up for the Lovington Wildcats as they take on the Santa Fe High Demons. Alongside Don Morgan tonight, I'm TJ Miracle, Evie Stuber, Max Carranza in studio engineering and producing. And, well, Don, welcome to the press box. Because of limited field access tonight here at Santa Fe, you're going to be joining me up here, and glad to have you here.
Well,
so
good to have you. Good to be here. I'll be operating the camera and the score bug that you see on the screen.
So tonight it's your fault, not mine.
That's all right. That's all right. That's right. And helping keep an eye on the game. It's a little harder for me to see and comment from up here in terms of when I'm busy with the camera and the score bug and lots of things. But I'll try to help you spot and talk about the game as we go.
We will make it work. That's what we're going to do. Of course, game number 7 for the game number 6 for the Lovington Wildcats. No, it is game number 7. Or is it 6? No, it's just 6. We're 0-5, though, on the season, unfortunately. And now 0-6 on the season, so
right.
It is game 7. I'm going to learn my math. It was a long drive up here today. So 0-6, which means 4 games left in the season, and it is must-win time for the Wildcats. Just looking over the 4A statistics, the 4A standings, the 4A rankings, Lovington is going to need to win at least 3 of the next 4. I don't think it matters which 3, but I think they have to win 3 of the next 4 to get in the playoffs. Now, perfect world, they win the 3 district games because then they get an automatic seed as the district champion.
Right.
But it's going to be a tough test tonight, and you'd like to go 4-0 in these last 4 games.
You bet.
Santa Fe High is going to be a tough test for them. Santa Fe is 1-4 on the season, but they are a 6A team, so they're going to come in with size. They're going to come in with a much deeper roster than the Lovington Wildcats have, but they're only 1-4 on the year, and this Santa Fe team has had all kinds of trouble getting their offense going. I think with the exception of their victory against Manzano, I think they're only averaging like 8 or 10 points a game, which is not particularly good.
Right.
So,
Lovington is averaging more than that.
Lovington averaging
losses,
about 24 points a game is what Lovington is averaging. So as we continue through your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show, welcome to it. Let's talk about some of the keys tonight for the Wildcats to get out of the state capitol and into the bye week in the win column, Dawn.
Yes. Of course, this is a good night, to put their best effort forward, because they will have the next 2 weeks to finish getting completely healthy and ready for district. And get their heads together as well, and really focus and get intent on those. But it'd be a great way to get some confidence going as well with a win on the column. They know they've been playing well. They know that they've been doing some good things on the field, and they've been scoring. And they have a lot of things going. They just don't have the W's in the column to show for that in a very tough pre-district schedule.
It has been. It has been murder.
So,
you mentioned they've been playing well, and Coach G has been saying it pretty much every week, and I'm going to reiterate it tonight. Finish.
Yeah.
They'll play a good quarter, then have a down quarter. They'll play a good quarter, then have a down quarter. They'll have a good half, then they'll have a down half. Last week, they took Artesian that first half pretty much to the mat and led for quite a bit of that first half, but then really just didn't get anything going at all in the second half and didn't adjust to Artesia's adjustments.
Yeah, Artesia made some adjustments at halftime, and Lovington came out and had a much tougher time against them in that second half. Lovington has been having trouble with consistency, even within a drive, even within, just an offensive drive, or they've just had some trouble. They've done some really good things, but putting it together continually, as you said, and finish. We're not saying anything that the coach has not been saying. So that's, I'm sure, what Lovington is going to want to try to achieve and accomplish tonight is get their good things going in a string, a consistent string, so that they put themselves in a better opportunity to reap the rewards of that consistency. Give them a chance, at good execution, play after play, drive after drive, and then see the rewards on the scoreboard for that. They have been working very hard in these games. They've been working hard in practice. They've been working hard to make the most of their talent and their skill this year as a team. And I mean, they have every team has challenges, and Lovington has challenges this year within the team looking at things. They often come up on the short end of the stick in terms of size against some other teams, in terms of speed against some other teams that they've been facing, and they definitely are working on a number of things that they can control and that they can improve on.
Well, and they can do an awful lot.
You bet. And they have been doing.
We talked about consistency, and I think they're going to get that with Dallas Cardenas back healthy. Cameron Ochoa has done a great job filling in. He gives them another option out of the backfield.
Right.
Cesar Gonzalez has stepped up in a big way. They've got Alec Olguin back, and that is certainly a safety valve.
Yep.
So if they can get all the parts and pieces in there at once and get them all moving offensively, I think they're going to be okay.
And their kicker.
And the kicker, too.
That's
Yep,
right.
we cannot forget about our favorite kicker, Lucas Contreras.
That's right.
So, going to be important to have all of those on defense. And we heard Coach G say it last week in the coaches' conversation when he was talking about Santa Fe in the post-game conversation. Santa Fe is going to be like fighting a phone booth. They run. They're averaging, and I did the math, and assuming the stats that they uploaded to Max Preps were right, they throw it 4 times a game.
That's it.
We'll throw it 4 times in the first 4 downs sometimes, and they throw it 4 times a game.
Right.
Lovington has had their trouble with the run game the last couple of years.
Stopping the run game.
It's going to be important for the linemen to get off their blocks quickly, to close holes, and it's going to be important for the secondary to, it's called gap control, to stay in their assignment, to stay in their lane. Don't go for a play fake. Don't engage with a lineman. Go ahead and stay in your lane, stay in your assignment, get in your gap, and make those tackles, and then wrap up and wait for help and bring down if you're not big enough to bring them down on your own. But you've got to stay in your lane if you want to have any chance of getting those tackles. Too many big plays again last week against Artesia. Can't have that here at Santa Fe.
You got to. Sometimes they've been caught in foot races, in both the running and the passing game. And to make the tackle, you got to catch them first. But once they catch up with them, you got to be willing to throw your body out there and do whatever it takes to bring them down and to finish the tackle. And, so they're going to be looking at all of those techniques again that they're going to need against Santa Fe's relentless run game.
Well, they certainly are, and it'll be interesting to see how it all goes down. This is your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show here on Z94 KZOR Hobbs Lovington. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back, and continue. This is Wildcat Football on Z94 KZOR and the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back to your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show. Lovington Wildcat football here on Z94 KZOR Hobbs Lovington, the Z94 KZOR app, the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, and the Lovington tab on the new HobbsAmerica.com. With Dawn Morgan alongside tonight, high above Ivanhead Stadium in the state capital of Santa Fe. The Cats and the Demons have both come out on the field. Lovington and the Road Whites for the first time in 5 weeks. I was starting to wonder if we still had those,
Uniforms,
or if we'd lost them somewhere. No, they're in the Road Whites with the blue letters and numbers. Of course, the white hats with the Cats in script on the side. For your Santa Fe Demons, they are very much a Notre Dame-esque kind of uniform. They've got the navy blue tops with the gold letters and numbers, white pants, and then they've got white hats with their demon, like you see at the center of the field on the helmets. So the teams are out onto the field getting ready for the national anthem. Of course, a nice ceremony here pregame honoring our military past and present, and also our first responders tonight. They're calling it Hero Night here at Santa Fe High School. So as we continue on through it, we're preparing again for the national anthem at kickoff tonight. It'll be about 68 degrees here in Santa Fe. Not much wind at all. Matter of fact, the flags in the south end zone not moving at all. So a light breeze, if any, here tonight. So the teams are preparing for the national anthem, so we will take a timeout, wrap up your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show. Wildcat football kicks off in a moment here on Z94 KZOR. 11 years ago was the last time the Lovington Wildcats were at Ivan Head Stadium. They walked out that evening with a win and a state championship. There is not a state title on the line tonight, but the first win of the season is on the line for your Lovington Wildcats. Welcome to the state capitol in Ivan Head Stadium in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Dawn Morgan in the booth tonight because of limited field access. Welcome, Dawn Morgan.
And thank you.
And Max Carranza in studio, engineering and producing. 68 degrees at kickoff time here tonight. So final thoughts as the Cats look to get their first win of the season. Okay, we'll just keep it right here. And so the Cats going to have to come out and do everything they can. Santa Fe High is going to want to run it right down their throat. Lovington is going to want to do everything that they can. So the teams and the coaches getting their final the coaches giving the teams their final instructions for the night, and the Cats are coming out onto the field. And Lovington did win the toss, and they elected to receive. So it'll be the offense first. Lovington will be moving from the north to the south here at Ivan Head Stadium, which is a three-quarter bowl. If you're listening or watching in Roswell, you guys could use a lesson there at the Wool Bowl on what a bowl actually looks like. I'll get over it eventually. I know. I'll quit harping on it.
Well, it's a bowl on three sides. It's open to the south. It's open to the south.
I was referring to the Wool Bowl.
Oh, okay.
That's not a bowl in Roswell.
Okay.
So I know one of these years I'll get over it. So the Cats are ready to go, and it looks like we are going to have Ochoa and also Olguin back deep to receive for the Wildcats. Cats moving from the left to the right on your radio dial. That is north to south if you are watching. And so the ball, they still haven't given the ball to the kicker yet at the 40-yard line. I don't know what the holdup now is. Got an assistant coach for Santa Fe going over and looking for something on a sideline. I'm thinking, all right, now they're going to give their kicker the ball, and looks like booting it away will be number 42, Derek Darby. So Darby is the kicker for the Demons of Santa Fe High School. Thanks for being with us tonight here on KZOR, the Z94 KZOR app. Of course, also the new HobbsAmerica.com and on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Remember, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, somebody gets $100 worth of my money. It's not coming from the sponsors. Oh, they were looking for the T. Kind of important to have.
Yeah, how do you lose the T, right?
I don't know, but they did. So,
all right.
And now it looks like their kicker, Darby, will be ready to tee it up at the 40. So, all right, from the near hash at the 40, Darby tees it up with Ochoa and Olguin back deep to receive. And so, after the little delay to find the kicking tee, now we're ready to go. As Darby will kick it away, it's a high end over ender into the mountain air here in Santa Fe, and it goes through the back of the end zone, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 20-yard line.
I like this, that the Wildcats actually get out and try to get their offense rolling early. I like this. I think
and they showed last week they could control the clock. No?
Yes.
They might try and do that a little bit here tonight.
They may.
Just to get some consistency going
early. They were able to, control the clock in that first quarter, that first half against, even Artesia. Tough team. So.
Yes, it was. So it'll be Ashton Aranda leading his squad out onto the field. The Cats in the road whites. Of course, just one more home game this season. We'll have a bye week next week, then back up in this neighborhood at Bernalillo, and we've got a long discussion going on between officials. I don't know what they could possibly be talking about. So, again, I don't know what they're talking about. They still haven't started, I guess, the play clock.
No, it's all clock is static. Hasn't started.
Yeah, I mean, it went through the back of the end zone, so the clock doesn't move.
Right.
So. Oh, it's the lights on the for the first responders.
Okay.
They're asking them to turn off.
Go
They've
ahead
got
and
their flashers and their
right,
lights.
Exactly. That is distracting, I would imagine. At when you're at field level looking down toward that way, that would be very distracting.
Yes, it would be. So
because all the police, the cruisers, and the ambulances all have their flashing lights on.
I think Coach G said, it's fine, let's go. Lovington will start out in a 5-receiver set, trips right, twins to the left. Aranda by himself in the shotgun. Looks like Santa Fe going to go with a man defense. Good snap, Ashton with it. Just going to take it himself. Goes up the middle, but is hit and dropped immediately as they didn't fall for that one. Pablo Montano was ready for it. They're going to give him forward progress of 2 on the quarterback keeper, and it'll be 2nd down and 8. That hole closed up very quickly on Aranda. Aranda is the 3rd leading rusher for the Cats, and he can take off and do some damage with his legs. So underway here in Santa Fe. Aranda going to have split backs in the backfield with him in a 3-receiver set with 2 to the right. Aranda, as always, from the shotgun, and a hard count, and Santa Fe going to jump as coming off sides was, it looked like number 60. I don't have a 60 on their roster here.
Right.
Or maybe 62, and I don't have a 62 on the roster.
Yeah, it goes from 58 to 64.
And it is a number 60, and I don't have a 60 on the roster, so I apologize in advance for that. So it'll be after the 5-yard penalty on Santa Fe, makes it a much more manageable 2nd down and about 3 to go. So 2nd and 3, Lovington on a 2-yard quarterback keeper, then the penalty. Going to come out and split twins to the left this time, 1 to the right, still split backs in the backfield. Aranda barks it out, gets it, hands it off, coming near side is going to be Cardenas, and on Dallas bangs across the 30 out to the 32-yard line. He's going to be brought down by Jeremiah Padilla, but he gets more than he needs. Move the chains, 1st down Cats. It'll be 4 on the ground for Cardenas and their first down.
He got some pretty good tackles in front of him. Daniel Wall, Valente Herrera, Ezekiel Guzman, all kind of helping clear the way for that gain.
Giving 5 officially to the 33-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats. First possession of the ball game. Twins left, twins right from the near hash mark. Cardenas is the deep back. Aranda looks to pass. 4-step drop. Pocket holds. Now it breaks down. Flips it near side as Cardenas all by himself at the 50. Cuts it back across the green to the 40. Tries to split the coverage at the 30 and inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. Move the chains. 1st down Cats.
Wow, nice play. And, Lovington is going to need a combination. The short gains, and then break out the big play. And that's exactly what they needed, I think, for confidence. And it just kind of helped them march down the field. If they can draw blood pretty quickly in this one, I think the early, if they can score early and often, it's going to really help them.
39-yard pitch and catch from the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cats inside Demon territory. Twins left, twins right. Aranda pressured, steps up, gets away from it, gets away from one, heads to the far sideline, crosses the 25, and is going to step out inside the 20 down at about the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 7 on the keeper for Ashton, and a very manageable 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, he has shown time and time again this season that he is very capable of either taking a broken play and getting some good yardage, or on a design quarterback keeper of definitely making yardage for the Cats.
2nd down and a short 3, long 2. 10 minutes remaining as Santa Fe going to bring everybody in tight as Lovington bunches them up. Now they're going to send a man in motion out to the right. That is Gonzalez. Ochoa in the backfield with Aranda on his left shoulder. Good snap, the pitch on the end around, and a good block. It'll be enough for the 1st down. Who got it on the end around? I didn't catch him.
No.
Didn't catch the motion man. And that's going to be Cardenas. Or I'm sorry, number 24. That's Ochoa. So he's going to be down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. 5-yard pickup for Cameron. 3rd 1st down for the Wildcats. Move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 14.
Goalposts are in sight, so good time to cap off this first offensive drive for the Cats with a nice score.
From the center of the field, twins left, twins right. Deep back is Cardenas. Aranda with it, hand it to Dallas, hit in the backfield and gets away from one and doesn't manage to get away from the second as Pablo Montoya goes down, gets him on the shoestrings. He'll pick up 1. Montoya, his 2nd tackle. That was a big one. If Cardenas gets away from him, he is gone.
Right.
But he got good blocking up front. Shifted out, 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats inside the Demon red zone. 9 minutes remaining here in the 1st quarter. No score, Lovington on their opening drive. Showing blitz for the Demons. Send a man in motion from the left to the right. That is Olguin. Aranda with it. Slides out of the pocket. Now gets away from trouble. Goes left. Now he's going to roll back to the right. Looking for some help. Tosses in and out. Bounced off the hands of Cardenas. And a little bit of pushing around late, but everybody's friendly after the whistle blows. So it'll be incomplete, and it'll be second down, or rather third down and 9 now for the Cats. You don't want to get in the red zone and then stall out.
That's right. They've done that too many times this season. They've really got to keep the momentum going.
So on a third down and 9, this will be 4-down territory for Coach G, you've got to think. He's going to split twins left, twins right. He's got Gonzalez in one slot, Olguin in the other. Deep back is Cardenas. Good snap. Rolling left, now coming back right. Aranda pressured, hit as he throws, goes into the far corner, and a flag flies incomplete. And I think we're going to have pass interference. The question is it offensive or defensive? A couple of guys were fighting pretty good over there. Anthony Trujillo and Ryan Weiser were giving each other the business. Weiser had the step, but was going to have to come back on the underthrow. So we had a flag fly on the near side. Let's see what the man in the white hat says, and I think they're going to just wave it off. Yep, they wave it off. No penalty at all. So it'll be 4th and 9, and Lovington will go for it.
Well, they've got such good field position. Why not? You know, as you said,
pin Santa Fe back if you don't get it.
Exactly. They have nothing to lose here except
4 receiver set again from the center of the field. 4th and 9 from the Santa Fe 14. Aranda with it. Steps up, swings it to the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. A sidearm sling to Cesar Gonzalez in the back of the end zone. And a 14-yard touchdown strike, and the Cats draw first blood.
When the chips were down, this was a really important conversion for Lovington because they've come up short sometimes when the pressure has really been on and when it's do or die, and sometimes they have turned the ball over on downs before. So this is great for them. It shows, that they came out and finished this offensive drive with a score right away. That's the tone that you want to set and the momentum that you want to build.
Out of the hold for Olguin, and everybody jumping. I'm not sure who it was on. And we've got number 13. Yeah, okay, that's Contreras. I thought it was a 19 for a moment. It's a 13. I got a little glare coming off the window here. They're saying that it is on Santa Fe, so I hate to write down these 1-yard penalties, and it is offsides on Santa Fe, so half the distance to the goal and retry the kick. The kick would have been good.
So let's hope.
But since it was a pre-snap penalty, it was blown dead before the kick, so
right.
Moving up to the 1, you might ought to think about here, this might be the time to do a fake.
And try for a 2-point.
Yep.
I think they're going to go ahead with the kick, but it's a good thought. I like it.
They are going to go for it.
They are going to go for the 2.
Contreras going to go up under center, barks it out, and Olguin will get it in the Wildcat, goes to the left corner of the end zone, and 2 more on the board. They take advantage of a Santa Fe mistake and turn a single point into 2 more with 8:36 remaining in the first quarter. Lovington 8, Santa Fe with their first possession upcoming. This is Wildcat football on Z94, KZOR, and the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. It's an 80-yard drive for the Lovington Wildcats that culminates in a 14-yard touchdown strike from Ashton Aranda to Cesar Gonzalez. That 80-yard drive takes 8 plays, takes 3 minutes and 24 seconds off the clock. And the Cats get the 2-point conversion after a Santa Fe offsides penalty gives it to them at the 1. Alongside Don Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Contreras teeing it up at the 40-yard line. He'll kick it from our left to right. That is the north to the south as Lucas will boom it away, a high end-over-ender. It'll be fielded back at the 5-yard line. Santa Fe going to bring it out to the 10, to the 15. Little stutter step at the 20. A flag on the play as Lovington going to gang tackle Alex Mora and drive him backwards. And we've got a flag up at the 24-yard line. That's in the neighborhood, I would think, of a hold on Santa Fe, but we'll see what the call is going to be officially from our head official, and it will be holding on Santa Fe, and so that'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so that'll move them back to the 14-yard line. First down and 10 for Santa Fe from the 14.
And that pins it back pretty well. Now it's time to see what Lovington's defense has brought with them on the road trip for tonight. And they are definitely, as we mentioned in the pregame, they are going to have to be ready and really try to seal off the Santa Fe running game.
Santa Fe going to come out in an empty set in the backfield, trying to catch the quarterback number. Michael Abeta has been their quarterback, but I'm not sure that's a 7 down there. Sends a man in motion from the left to the right. High snap, handed off on the end around, coming near side and crossing the 15 to the 16-yard line. On the end around is number 82. That is Melton. So Melton with a 2-yard gain, where he was run out near side by Cardenas. And it'll be second down and 8 for Santa Fe. 8-0, Lovington in the lead. 8:21 to go here in the first quarter. That may be Andrew Allen. I believe that is Andrew Allen, number 6, the quarterback. So Allen barks it out, gets it. He'll sling it near side, and that one is going to skip in incomplete. So Allen is the quarterback. And incomplete. And that'll be third down and 8 for the Demons. I don't know why I keep wanting to call them something else. They are the Demons of Santa Fe.
Right.
Seems like they should be, I don't know, the Dons or the Governors or something. But they are the Demons, and they have been for forever.
The Viceroys or,
something like that.
Right.
So a third down and a long 7, short 8. Allen with twins in the backfield with him, splits twins to the left side. Good snap, Allen with it. Back to pass, throws it across the middle and overthrows his intended target as he was trying to get number 80 on a cut route, Josh Gallegos. Good coverage by Ochoa and just a little miscommunication, and I think it's going to be punt time now for Coach Andrew Martinez and his squad. And yep, he will put his punter into the game as Olguin will go back to about his 50-yard line. You got to think, with it being 4th and 7 at the 16, this is
kind of dangerous
territory where Lovington could come after it. We saw about the same thing in the opening game against Roswell High, and they got to the Roswell High punter and blocked that one and got it and fell on it in the end zone for a touchdown. So that's got to be on the Cats' minds. Because again, Alec Olguin will be the lone man back to receive. He'll be near midfield. Santa Fe High to punt it after going 3 and out on their opening possession. Punter waits it, good snap, gets to it. Lovington comes, gets a hand on it, I think. Nope, must have just missed it. It helicopters out, bounces at the 43, and then it'll bounce out of bounds right at the 45. So it ends up being about a 30-yard helicopter punt. Lovington wanted all of that one, though, didn't quite get to it. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cats inside Demon territory at their 45-yard line. So a chance to strike again here pretty quick.
Yeah, this is exactly the kind of scenario that Lovington would want is, own the clock again, own the clock and own possession of that football. And when you do that, you've got more of a chance to own the scoreboard as well.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 45 inside Santa Fe territory. Lovington football, twins to the left, one to the right, split backs in the backfield for the Wildcats. Aranda, good snap, gives it Cardenas, coming near side, crosses the 45, cuts it up at the 40, stretches out near first down yardage. It'll depend on the spot. He was drugged down at the very end by Avion Rivera, and they're going to say just short, but it'll be a 9-yard pickup on the sweep for Cardenas, and it'll be 2nd down and 9. Or rather 2nd and 1 after the 9-yard gain. It's a long drive up here. I'm going to blame it on the altitude. Santa Fe is a lot higher up altitude-wise than home is. We didn't talk about that in the pregame. That can sometimes affect teams from our part of the world.
It certainly can.
Twins left, one to the right, split backs in the backfield again. 2nd down and 1 for the Wildcats. Give it to Cardenas on the draw, left side, crosses the 35 and to the 31-yard line. Pick up a 5 for on Dallas and move the chains. 1st down, Wildcats. Needed 1, got 5. You'll take that every single day. If they can get on Dallas 5 yards every time he touches the ball, I'm not sure I'd do anything than just hand it to him all night.
That's true.
Just keep handing it to him. And Cameron Ochoa, too. He got 5 yards on his 1 carry. Lovington going to stay with the split back. 7 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Lovington up 8-0. Give it to Dallas again. He's got a hole. He's across the 20. 15, 10, 5. Put it in the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. But I think this one's coming back. We've got a flag at the 30, and a Wildcat and a Demon untangling themselves, and I think they're going to get Brennan Garcia for a hold at the 30. And they will be holding on Lovington.
Oh, ouch.
As a wipe out the touchdown. First penalty of the ball game on the Cats, and Brennan, nothing he can do as he just got tangled up with number 60. And again, I apologize. We don't have a 60 on the roster.
The Cats just going to have to shake that one off.
And it's from the spot of the foul, which was just in front of the line of scrimmage. So we'll replay 1st down. It'll be 1st down and 20. And number 60 is Lawrence Duran. Thank you, sir. So Lawrence Duran wearing number 60. I will note that right now.
So Lovington will reset and try this again. Only now it's going to be 1st and 20.
1st and 20 from the 41-yard line. Cats with trips to the left this time. Single man to the right. Send a man in motion. That's Gonzalez left to right. Throw the screen to Weiser near side across the 40, 45. Gets a block from Gonzalez and is going to be at the 31-yard line. They get the penalty back, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Nice job for Ryan off of the motion.
That was a nice carry.
Good catch and good carry. He gets brought down on the near side. I want to say that was Mateo Griego who brought him down. Assisting on that, Anthony Trujillo. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 after the 10-yard gain. Wipe the long touchdown run off the board, but Lovington can take some more time off the clock and still marching. Twins left, Twins to the right. Send a man in motion. That's Gonzalez again, this time from the right to the left. Little pump fake, get it to Gonzalez. He'll have it at the 30 and can't get away from good coverage and a hustle play on the far side by Chavez. It'll be a pickup of 4 on the completion for Cesar. And now it'll be 3rd and 6. 67 yards in the first quarter through the air. That's a much more Ashton Aranda-like number than we've seen much of the season. And right now he's 4 of 5 with a touchdown. That is much more Ashton-like numbers. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Wildcats officially from the 28-yard line. Split backs in the backfield, Twins to the right. Aranda with it, looks to pass. Gonna roll near side, lets it fly. Has Cardenas at the 20, 15, runs over a man and he trips him up and takes his shoe with him inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line.
Well, sometimes we say it's a shoestring tackle. This time it was the whole shoe.
It was the whole shoe. It'll be 25 yards to Cardenas and move the chains. 1st and goal, Wildcats.
Yeah, nice. Again, a nice offensive drive. I like that Lovington, again, is showing a lot of poise and just deliberation. They're certainly, they've got energy, but this is how they played against Artesia in that first quarter last week. They had that focus and intensity and playing with deliberate intention.
From the 3-yard line, 1st and goal for the Wildcats. Cardenas is the deep back behind Aranda. Hand it to Dallas. He's just going to go right up the middle, gets it to the goal line, waiting on a signal. And yes, sir, put 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. Cardenas from 3 yards out punches it home, and the Wildcats take the 14-0 lead. So the point after to come, as Coach G calling Cardenas' number a couple of times on that drive to get it down there. He had a touchdown wiped off the board by a hold, so he got it anyway a couple plays later. Point after to come as Contreras, they'll kick it away. I'm expecting Olguin to cycle over and hold the ball, and that is exactly what he'll do. And the point after as Contreras gets the foot, and it dinks off of the upright. No good. And with 4:44 remaining in the first quarter, Lovington 14, Santa Fe yet to get on the board. This is Lovington Wildcat football on Z94 KZOR. Dallas Cardenas takes it in from 3 yards out. The point after is no good, but with 4:44 remaining in the first quarter, 14-0 in favor of the Wildcats. Alongside Dawn Morgan up in the booth tonight on TJ Miracle. Max Carranza in studio engineering and producing, and so far so good for the Cats, Dawn.
Yes, this is exactly the kind of start that they wanted, and if they can just keep this going, keep the confidence is high. You can see them and keep the momentum.
Lucas will tee it up. Contreras kicks it away. A high end over ender going to be fielded in the end zone, and Santa Fe going to bring it out to the 10. Looking for some running room, cuts it back across the 15 and stop right there as the Wildcats swarm and bring down Tapia, who was the return man, 1st and 10 from the 15 for Santa Fe High.
Now Santa Fe, only had the football for just a few minutes.
Not even a few minutes. In clock time, about 35, 40 seconds.
That was it. So this is their only their second offensive drive. And let's see if Lovington the defense can make them make quick work of it and get the ball back to Lovington.
As Allen will bring his troops out. Andrew Allen, the senior quarterback, with twins to the left, one to the right. Send a man in motion from the left to the right. Fake it. Allen keeps it himself, drives up the middle. He's across the 20 to about the 22, make it the 23-yard line. Pickup of 8 for Allen. And it'll be 2nd down and 2. Good play call there for Santa Fe. They got Lovington looking for the pass and then took advantage of it.
Yeah, and Lovington, the defense cannot afford no offense either. They can't afford to look at the scoreboard and think, okay, we're 14 points up and take their feet off the gas. They've got to continue to play with that intensity and really try to.
2nd and 2 tight ends in the game for Santa Fe. And a whistle sounds as timeout going to be taken by the Wildcats. Coach G seeing something he wasn't particularly fond of. We'll just keep it right here and say a big thank you to the good folks who make Lovington Wildcat football possible here on Z94 KZOR and on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Couldn't do it without Stone Oilfield Services, Man Welding, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Bob's Thriftway, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Lovington Schools, Lovington Auto Supply, Devon Energy, and Nowell Pharmacy. Of course, you are tonight with us here from the state capitol in Santa Fe on Z94 KZOR, the Z94 KZOR app, and the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Please subscribe to that YouTube channel. Remember, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, somebody gets $100 of my money. So take my money, please. Let's get to that 1,000 subscribers, and tell your family and friends they can always watch for free, courtesy of our great sponsors and your friends here at KZOR. So after the timeout, 2nd down and 3, Allen going to hand it off, and in the backfield, The
Really
running
just
back,
tripped.
I think that was Serrano. Yeah, he tripped as we heard the other night, and I am going to steal the line. The turf monster got him in the backfield.
That was a great line that the crew used in the Texas Texas game that Tech won in overtime. But
yeah, I'm going to steal that. I will give credit to Brian Jensen, the voice of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, on our sister station Eagle 100.5. But yeah, Serrano got knocked down by the turf monster. So Mora will be the deep back this time with Allen the quarterback. Twins left, Twins right, 3rd down and 4. Hard count, and Lovington jumps. They were trying to get to him. Jaden Bosquez crossing the line, and also Valentin Herrera. So it's going to be a false start, or rather offsides on the Cats, and that'll be the
first down
for Santa Fe. And that comes via a Lovington penalty.
Again, Lovington's got to make sure that they keep their head in this game. They seem to come out with great focus and intensity during in the game so far, and they've really got to recapture that. Make sure that they don't give Santa Fe anything.
From the 26-yard line, Allen the quarterback, high snap, handles it, hands it off, going left side, running back is going to put his shoulder down and get to about the 28-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and I didn't catch that number. I'm waiting for him to turn around so I know where to put it. We're going to give it to Mora, so a 2-yard gain from Mora, and it'll be 2nd down and 8.
And as you mentioned, Lovington D against this running game really got to seal off, make sure they've got good gap coverage and really get those very effective finished blocks and tackles in there to try to shut the running game down.
Twins to the left, one to the right. Santa Fe not a huge throwing threat, although I think they've thrown it more tonight than they normally do. Send a man in motion right to left. They're going to hand it off to the motion man. Then they're going to pitch it to another guy. That is Mora, who is hit at the line of scrimmage. Great job by the Cats to stay home and to do what they needed to do there, as Adam Ramirez was the cover man and took the pitch man and brought him down. So Mora, no gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down and 8. A 3rd and 8, ball spotted at the 28-yard line. 1:42 remaining in the first quarter. Lovington up 14-0 here on a beautiful night in the state capitol. Going to come out, put a couple tight ends in the ball game. Allen with 2 backs in the backfield with him. Barks it out, gets it. Now he's going to roll right side. Looks downfield, pressure comes, lets it fly. Hit as he lets it go, and was leading the man. Has taken off, trying to get free down there was Gabriel Loma Yestiwa. Good coverage on the far side. It'll be incomplete from Allen, and that'll bring up a 4th down and 8. Should be punt time now for Coach Martinez.
Yeah, it definitely looked like the special team trotted on for Santa Fe.
Molly Wisman is the kicker. The Wisman to punt it away. Lovington looks like they're going to come after it. Holguin back deep. High snap. Lovington gets there. They get him. It'll be in the books as a sack. Huge gap shot for the Lovington Wildcats as Wisman goes down. And he's going to be down all the way back at the 18-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 10-yard sack for the Wildcat D.
Wow, and I did not see. I saw 3 of our guys right there, but I don't know who was the first to get to him.
Well, I think it was a crunch no matter how it goes. Ezekiel Guzman, I know, was right there, and Valentin Herrera.
Herrera, yeah. And
so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats as the special teams come up big inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 18. Lovington going to send trips to the right, 1 to the left. Single back in the backfield is Cardenas. Send a man in motion. That is Holguin from the right to the left. High snap. Ashton handles it with time. Throws it underneath and overthrows a wide open Ryan Weiser. I think he was maybe hearing some footsteps coming in and just sailed it a little high. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Cats. They're at the 18-yard line. So all good. But you want to capitalize on a big play by your special teams.
Yeah, you definitely
do. Get you great field position.
Yeah, you don't want to waste that gift. That was definitely a great move by Lovington.
Lovington going to bunch all the receivers up on the right side, spin the man out wide left. from the pistol formation. Pitch it to Cardenas on a right side sweep. He's across the 20, cuts into the 15, and the turf monster got him.
There's
and we
maybe
got
a clothesline
everywhere. We might have. Might have a horse collar
I
down
saw,
there.
yeah, like a clothesline or horse collar.
He's
Definitely looked like he got him around the neck.
He's going to get 3 on the play. And let's see what the call is going to be. And it will be personal foul face mask.
Oh, face mask, okay.
So that is, since they're inside the 15, it'll be half the distance. But call it a 10-yard penalty and move the chains. First down, Wildcats. It'll be first and goal from about the 5 or 4 yard line.
Well, Lovington gave up a first down that way to the Santa Fe, so now turnaround's fair play. They've got theirs back.
First and goal, they're going to mark it at the 7. So from the 7 yard line, winds up being a 9 yard penalty. Under a minute to play, first quarter. Lovington trying to cash in again here late in the quarter. Good snap, fake the handoff as Ashton keeps it himself, goes left and is hit and gets away somehow, spins back, looking for some help and some room. Now he gets a good block. He's going to tuck it and take it and steps away from a man and cuts it into the end zone. 6 on the board, touchdown Wildcats. He was dead to rights. Mateo Griego just got deked out of his cleats. How in the world did Ashton Aranda go in for the 7 yard touchdown? It was a 7 yard touchdown run.
But he ran about 50
yards.
Yeah, he ran about 50 yards to get that 7
and it
yards.
Looked like Griego had him at the 2, and somehow he slithered away from him and popped into the end zone.
Yeah, he just kept going. Just never say die. Keep moving, keep looking, and that's the optimism of Ashton Aranda there.
Herrera put a block on that sprung him at the end when he cut it back to the right side. Point after to come. Contreras puts the boot into it. It is up, and it is good. 33 seconds to go. First quarter, Lovington 21, Santa Fe nothing. This is Wildcat football on Z94 KZOR. Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat football. It's a 7 yard touchdown run that actually Ashton ran about 75 yards on. But into the end zone, the Contreras point after is good. It was all set up by a sack on an attempted punt. So now Contreras will boot it away with the Cats leading 21-0. Lucas puts the foot into it. It is a high end-over-ender, and Santa Fe going to let that one bounce at the 2, go into the end zone, and they'll take it 1st and 10 from their 20. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Don Morgan tonight up in the booth, limited field access. So glad to have you upstairs with me tonight.
Well, good to be here. I will miss the coach's conversation at halftime and with him after the game being up here, but we'll try to make it worth your while.
Well, glad
Sticking
to have
with
you
us.
with us. Max Carranza in studio engineering and producing for us tonight. Evie Stuber's hanging around too, keeping an eye and an ear on everything. A lot of Lee County football tonight. All 5 teams in action, 4 of them on the road. So Allen will bring his team back out down 21-0. Twins in the backfield, 1 receiver left, 1 right. Lovington going to shift over to the left. Hand it off and going to the left side, and he's got some room. Mora gets away from 1, gets away from 2, cuts it up the sideline, tiptoes, high steps, tries to get it down the sideline but can't. But he's still got more than enough for the first down. Nope, they're going to say he stepped out before the first down marker, but they lost Alex Mora, and he picked up 8 on him. 2nd down and 2. Lovington cannot afford to get cute. They over-pursued, and it cost them.
Yeah, and we're right at the end of this first quarter. Got 24 seconds left to play in this first quarter, which has taken about 45 minutes to play. It's been a long first quarter.
Valente Herrera's the one who ran him out. It's a good pursuit from the big lineman. I'm gassed just looking at it.
Yeah, and he's a big guy to run that well and to move that well. He got there and got him out.
From the 28-yard line, 2nd down and 2 for Santa Fe. Send a man in motion. Allen barks it out. Flip it on the screen, near side to Mora.
Oh.
He's across the 30 to the 35 to the 40, and finally going to be bumped out of bounds by Ochoa at the 42-yard line.
And I tell you, if it hadn't been for Cameron right there, Ochoa was the last, Lovington guy downfield at that point. So he really saved Lovington.
And it'll be 1st down for Santa Fe. 17 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Their second first down of the half. End of the quarter, so now they've got their best field position up at their own 42-yard line. Clock moves under 10 seconds to play in the first half. Allen with trips left and a deep back in the backfield with him. High snap, Allen with it, wants to pass, steps up in the pocket, guns it underneath, and has a man across the 50 and into Lovington territory. Should be right at the sticks, completed to number 1, Loma Wayestiwa, and he's going to have 10 yards. And it'll be a first down for Santa Fe.
And this has been the most successful offensive drive Santa Fe has put together since the start of the game.
And that'll end the first quarter. We've played a quarter from Santa Fe High School. It's Lovington 21, but Santa Fe nothing but on the march. Back in a minute for the second. This is Wildcat football on KZOR. Start of the second quarter as Allen sends a man in motion from the right to the left. Santa Fe High with their deepest penetration into Lovington territory at the 47-yard line. Twins right, one left as we flip the field. Allen keeps it himself. Left side, bangs it over the right tackle, the right tackle, and gets it to the 41-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 7 on the keeper for Allen. And now Santa Fe looks like they may have a little wind in their sails, Dawn Morgan.
Yeah, they've got some momentum going offensively, and Lovington cannot afford to let off the gas. We mentioned this a few minutes ago. They need to continue to contain them. They can't look up at the board and say, hey, we're 21 and ahead. What they need to do is keep the gas and try to get this into running clock territory. Why not?
From the 41-yard line inside Lovington territory, Santa Fe football, Twins right, one left. Allen sends a man in motion from the right to the left. Hand it off to Mora, and he slips down in the backfield and then gets slammed down by Brennan Garcia. It'll be a loss of 2 for Mora. Great job by Garcia.
Yeah,
Even if he hadn't kind of slipped a little, I think Brennan's going to get him down pretty quickly for a loss. And so now it'll be 3rd down and about 4. So 3rd and 4, they're going to put him at the 42-yard line. Cats leading 21-0, but you've got to think it's going to be 4-down territory for the Demons inside Lovington territory for the first time tonight. Mora will be the deep back with Allen. Also have a fullback in the ball game on the right side. Lovington shows blitz as they will hand it off to Mora, and he's going to be gang tackled back in the backfield.
Ooh.
Nice job by the Wildcats. Shot the gap, got there, and Ryan Weiser brings down Mora. It's a 7-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down and 10 now for the Santa Fe Demons.
And
they're going to bring the punt team out. Watch for the fake.
The
As
Punter's already back and ready for it.
Alec Olguin will be back deep. Lovington looks like they're going to bring everything and the kitchen sink. Lovington gets off of it, but a good snap as that one is going to be kicked away high. As Olguin fields it at the 20, is hit immediately, and a nice downfield tackle by Mora. If Alec gets away from him, he's got some running room, and Alec is going to be slow to get up.
I think he just got his bell rung a bit. Maybe the wind knocked out of him. But he's going to be on his knees, try to work that out, get up.
Training staff from Santa Fe coming out to check on him as Lovington's staff will come out as 9:51 to go here in the first quarter. Lovington leading 21-0. An injury timeout. We'll take it with him. Nope, we'll keep it right here as Alex
he
up
popped
and
up.
good.
All right.
Just
good
a cramper,
to see.
Got the wind knocked out of him.
Right, good
job by Mora down there on the coverage for Santa Fe High.
Certainly was. Credit where credit is due.
So Lovington will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. First possession of the second quarter, leading by 3 touchdowns. We wait for Coach G and the Lovington training staff to clear off. Of course, bye week next week, and then we get to come all the way back up here to start district.
Against Bernalillo.
Because the NMA doesn't own a map in Lovington and Bernalillo. That makes so much sense that we're in the same district.
Yeah.
Same for Albuquerque Academy, too.
Yeah.
But I digress. I've been saying that for years. So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Lovington football, Twins to the right, 1 to the left. Santa Fe looks like they're going to blitz it down. Aranda fakes A&up, keeps it up, big hole up the middle, 25-30, 35 to the 40, across the 40, one man to beat, and tripped up at the 45-yard line. Anthony Trujillo saves the touchdown. That is 40 yards on the quarterback keeper for Ashton Aranda and move the chains. First down, Wildcats, no flags on the play.
Yeah, another nice big run by Aranda. I love it when he stretches it out. He's perfectly capable of that. And
if Trujillo doesn't make and that's 2 plays in a row
right,
where a Santa Fe defender has made a big play to stop it from being a score or a much bigger play. 40 yards, though, is still big enough. Officially at the 41-yard line. First down and 10 inside Santa Fe territory. Ashton back to pass, flips it out, has a man, that is Gonzalez, across the 40 down at the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the completion to Cesar and not move the chains. 2nd and 5, giving 6 officially, 2nd and 4.
Still good forward momentum by Lovington as they march down the field. They want to just kind of be deliberate again in this possession, eat some clock, and make this end up in the end zone.
Twins left, Twins to the right. Aranda in the shotgun. Cardenas is his deep back from the 36-yard line. Ashton gets it, rolls to the left.
Looking
good pressure, tosses it, has a man, Olguin at the 10, and tiptoes out of bounds. They're going to say right at the 10, but he makes the grab, 26 yards to Alec Olguin. Back in the ball game, move the chains, first down Cats.
Yeah, very, very nice to see them feel deliberate and in charge, very secure and confident, and just everybody on their mark. Ashton throwing well.
Ashton 7 of 9 for 124 yards so far and a touchdown.
The receivers on it, on their routes, right where they need to be, and it's good to see. Good to see Lovington, feeling it for more than just a quarter. They've done what we've said, be more consistent. 1st
and goal from the 10. Cardenas is the deep back. Santa Fe shows blitz. Aranda with it. Has time. Good protection. Now starts to break down. He's going to scamper back to the left. Looks. Fires as he's hit and throws it out of bounds. As he was hit, a couple of demons over there on him. And I'm thinking that was Thomas Martinez who hit him. It'll be incomplete. In the neighborhood was Olguin down there.
Right, Olguin. I think he was trying for Olguin, but I wish he had looked in front of him. He had green in front of him. He had some open room, and I know he was thinking, try to get it in the hands of somebody and dance into the end zone, but he could have kept that ball and maybe gone ahead and gotten the first down.
Clock stops with 8:04 to go in the first half. Lovington up 21-0, but knocking on the door here. Their first possession of the second quarter. Twins left, Twins to the right. Olguin and Gonzalez in the slots. Cardenas is the deep back. Ashton with it. Pressure breaks down, lets it fly. Back corner of the end zone. Is it caught? Fight for it.
Yep.
And
came up with it.
They're going to say, yes, sir. 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. 10 yards, and that goes to, is that Matthew Garcia? Nope, that's number 3. That's Cesar Gonzalez, his second touchdown of the night, and the Cats go up 27-0. 134 yards through the air for Aranda. 34 of those coming to Cesar Gonzalez. Point after to come. As Olguin, I think just counting to make sure everybody's there. He'll hold it down for Contreras. And a good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 7:57 remaining in the first half, Lovington on top of this one, 28-0 over Santa Fe High. Back in a minute on Z94 KZOR and the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Ten-yard strike into the back corner of the end zone from Aranda to Gonzalez. The point after is good, and with 7:57 remaining in the first half, Lovington in control of this one, 28-0. With Dawn Morgan alongside, I'm TJ Miracle. Max Carranza in studio engineering and producing for us tonight. And Dawn, now is the time. You cannot have the letdown if you're the Wildcats.
No, they've got to really keep up their focus and intensity and just to go ahead and try to get another score on the board if they can and get this into running clock.
As Lucas will come up and he will just squib it, trying to get it in kind of that no man's land as Santa Fe will field it at the 30, coming near side, but no room to run as great coverage down the field by the Wildcats as Cameron Ochoa in on the stop. Also down there getting a hand in it, Hagen Lazardo.
Yep.
So at the 30-yard line.
Couple of good tackles.
Yeah.
Good speed off of the line. And I think I've noticed that more tonight is I think the Lovington offensively and defensively, they're showing better speed off the line. And you've really got to have that.
So it'll be first down and 10 for Santa Fe from their own 30-yard line. They trail by 4 scores. Twins left, 1 to the right. Allen, high snap, pitches it to Mora. Going left side, gets it across the 30. He leaps up in the air and is brought down at the 35-yard line. On the far side of the field, bringing him down. Let's clear out. Let's see who that was. That was Alec Olguin was over there. Also in on the stop for your Wildcats, Ezekiel Guzman. Zeke and Herrera both running sideline to sideline a lot tonight.
Yeah. And, of course, so is Ashton.
So is Ashton,
his
too,
his last touchdown, running all the way from one sideline to the other and then into the end zone.
Second down and 4 after the 6-yard gain from the 36-yard line. Twins left, 1 to the right. Mora is the deep back behind Allen. Coach Martinez going to signal in a different play. So an audible at the line as Allen sends it in to his players and whistles up. We're going to have a delay of game penalty. And it will be, delay of game on Santa Fe. Their 5th penalty of the night for 30 yards. So it goes from 2nd and 4 to 2nd and 9. And that's one of them if, you're getting close on time. And I'm a little surprised here at Ivanette Stadium there's not clocks in the end zone for the countdown clock, but you do get the signal from the officials how much time you have. If you can't take that much time if you're going to audible out of something. So second down and 9, Twins left, 1 to the right. Lovington with a safety back mid-range as Allen back to pass. Pressure comes. Hit as he throws it, puts up the wounded duck. It is picked off as the Cats know it is going to be in and out, and they are going to say incomplete as almost picked off as Josh Carrasco can't believe he couldn't hold on to that one. But for just bobbling it as he goes to the turf, it'll wind up being 3rd and 9 now for Santa Fe.
And I was so busy watching Carrasco wondering and hoping he was going to hang on to that and pick it off. I didn't see who the intended target of that pass actually was.
I want to say it was Ethan Tapia.
So 3rd and 9.
So 3rd down and 9, 6:29 to go first half. Lovington up by 4 scores, 28-0. So 3rd and 9, 2 tight ends in the ball game. Send a man in motion left to right. Fake the handoff. Allen keeps it himself, and he is going to be hit behind the line and driven backwards as the Cats gang tackle him. Zio Rodriguez, Brennan Garcia, Jaden Bosquez, and Valentin Herrera. Everybody getting a piece of that one. It'll be a loss of 1 on the intended keeper on Allen, and it'll be 4th and 10. And punt time once again for the Demons.
Special team for Santa Fe is on there, and the kicker back, punter back to receive.
Holguin back to receive, and Lovington's going to come after this one again. You got to think they're going a little bit of a stair step this time. Low snap. Punter gets it away, and it'll be a wobbler, and Alec going to get it back at his own 35-yard line. Looking for some room, takes it right side, stiff arms a man, turns it up, and just creates a collision at the 40. He ran a long way side to side, didn't turn it up. Good pursuit by Allen, and he was finally brought down by Michael Serrano. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. That's where the Cats will take over. 5:42 remaining in the first half. If they can score and get the point after on this, we would get to the running clock situation.
Yeah, the game goes by very quickly if you get it and keep it in that running clock.
Yes, it does. Of course, the clock right now at 5:42 here on Z94 KZOR Hobbs Lovington. A little bit before 8 o'clock. Thanks for being with us. Lovington going to put 2 receivers left, 1 right, send a man in motion. That's one of the tight ends from the right to the left. Hand it off, coming near side. That is Ochoa. Hitting the backfield, stiff arms a man, turns it up, 45 to the 50, and steps out at the Demon 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 yards for Cameron Ochoa and move the chains. First down, Cats, their 10th of the night.
Again, nice carry and some good blocking, paving the way for that. But a good run, and Lovington again just looking to possess that ball, hang on to that ball, and march deliberately down, try to put it in the end zone again.
From the 45-yard line inside Santa Fe territory. Lovington with twins left, 1 to the right, 2 tight ends in the ball game. Ochoa stays in as the deep back. Fake the handoff. Nope, they give it to Ochoa, and the turf monster got him before the Santa Fe defender did, as Anthony Trujillo gets the tackle. It'll be a loss of 2 for Ochoa, and now it'll be 2nd down and 12.
Yeah.
So the turf monster bites again.
It's going to be an important 3rd down here, as Lovington has really, they can't afford to stall out. If they can just keep their momentum going, I'm so afraid the first time they stall out and kind of it slides into neutral, that they're not going to get back out of that gear in a while. Just so a really
Split a man wide to the left. That is Anson Marquez. 3 tight ends bunched up over on the right side. High snap. Hand it off, and that's Cardenas in the game. Starts it right, cuts it back up a little seam, crosses the 45 down to the 41-yard line. Pick up a 6 for Ondalis, and it'll be a manageable 3rd down and about 6.
Another good gutsy run. That's one of the things he does best is he doesn't mind running through traffic and just mowing over, stepping over, and he's pretty tough and is able to get yardage with players hanging off of him, trying to bring him down.
Rivera with the tackle on the far side. Avian Rivera. So 3rd down and 6. Good snap. Aranda back to pass. Pressure comes. Ashton just going to have to step up. Takes it and gets about a yard before the Santa Fe defense swarms in on him and brings him down. It'll be a pickup of 1, as the stop going to be credited to Pablo Montano. So a pickup of 1 for Ashton, and it is 4th and 5. And Lovington looks like they're going to send the punt team out. This is normally go for it territory for Coach G.
Right, with this field possession, with that 4 or 5 yards to go, I don't know. Maybe look for the fake here.
Could be. I mean, Ashton is the punter too,
right.
So anything could happen. And Cardenas is going to be the deep back, and a whistle sounds. And Somebody must have taken a timeout, but there's been no signal as to who it was.
And no.
So I don't know what an official timeout for something. So, all right, we'll reset and try again. 4th down and 5 at the 40-yard line. Lovington has the offense out there. Split twins left, twins right. Cardenas on the right shoulder of Aranda. Ashton with the hard count, and they got him.
Yep.
And we talked nice about him, Avian Rivera, a few minutes ago, the senior free safety, but he jumped, and that'll be enough for the Lovington first down. Just a little bit antsy trying to get in there and jump the count. So Lovington will have the first down on the penalty. Their second of the night. Move it up to the 35-yard line. First down, Cats.
And some pretty good strategy there. We'll take it any way you can get it.
So 1st and 10 from the Demon 35. Lovington up 28-0. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Lovington going to shift everybody around. Wait till they get set so you don't have illegal man in motion. Now they're going to split out Cardenas wide to the left. Good protection as Ashton going to have to roll right this time. Just going to tuck it. Goes to the sideline, cuts it up, and he'll step out across the 25 on the far sideline to the 24-yard line. 11 yards on the quarterback keeper. Move the chains. First down, Cats.
It certainly wasn't designed to be that way, but again, you take what you can get, and he certainly did that.
And a timeout going to be taken here. Didn't see who take it, but somebody took it.
I
think Santa Fe will take the timeout. 2:48 remaining in the first half. Lovington on the march and leading 28-0. We're back in 30 seconds on KZOR. Back here at Ivanhead Stadium on the campus of Santa Fe High School, the Demons of Santa Fe take the timeout. Lovington on the march. 1st and 10 from the Demon 24. Already leading 28-0 with Dawn Morgan. I'm TJ Miracle. Lovington comes out, trips left, twins to the right. Empty set from the far hash mark. Lovington moving right to left. Put a man in motion from right to left. They're going to throw the screen. Far side, that is going to be Marquez, has it. He crosses the 15 down to the 14 to the 13-yard line. 11-yard completion to Marquez. First catch of the night, and it's good for 11 and move the chains. First down, Cats.
We have just, in this first half alone, Lovington has had, I think, the more first downs than in maybe the last, couple of games.
13 first downs thus far. They can get another one on this drive, although I think they'd rather have the touchdown.
Yep.
So from the 13-yard line, deep in Demon territory. Man in motion from the right to the left is Olguin. Hand it to Olguin on the end around. Makes the first man miss. Cuts it up at the 5 and stretches out and gets slammed down. A touchdown saving tackle. It goes to the 2, and it's 11 yards on the end around for Olguin and move the chains. First and goal, Wildcats.
Sometimes that's a little misleading. The pylon was hit and scattered, but it was hit on this side of the end zone, not the other side.
And after he'd already bounced out of bounds. Jeremiah Padilla with the tackle. And a good tackle, a touchdown saver. So first and goal from the 2 now for the Wildcats. 2:12 remaining as they are a touchdown and an extra point away from running clock time. Trips right, one to the left. Cardenas is on the left shoulder. Ashton keeps it himself. Little stutter step, cuts it back as the hole opens around the left guard and into the end zone. 6 on the board, touchdown Wildcats. Ashton Aranda, his second rushing touchdown of the night. And the Cats now lead 34-0.
It'll be interesting to see if they just go for the 1 or if they try for the 2. I think they probably just go for the 1. Try to get that at 35-0 and
kicking into the closed end of the stadium. All that doesn't really matter because there is
not much wind.
Zero wind tonight.
There's just a little breeze coming in the booth, but not much to move the flags.
Pretty comfortable in the booth tonight. And now, yep, they're going to shift around. They are going to go for two. Olguin from the Wildcat gets it, takes it left side, is hit, stretches out, and is going to be short. So Lovington tries to get a little cute on the point after, so we will not have running clock yet. But we do have a 34-0 lead. Wildcat football with 2:08 to go in the half continues in a moment on KZOR. Back here in Santa Fe, the Wildcats get another touchdown. The point after, though, is no good as Olguin was taken down right just shy of the goal line on a 2-point conversion with 2:08 to go in the first half. Lovington 34, Santa Fe nothing. With Dawn Morgan alongside up in the booth tonight, I'm TJ Miracle, Max Carranza in studio engineering and producing. So Contreras will have it teed up at the 40-yard line. Still 2:08 to go in the half. Lovington with 2 timeouts. And so Contreras will get it. It'll be a wobbler, going to be fielded by an up man, but we've got flags flying and whistles sounding. Normally that means an offsides on Lovington, I would bet, but we'll see.
I think they're going to kick it again.
Yep, they're going to move it back 5 yards, so it'll be offsides on the Cats. Their third penalty of the night for 20 yards.
And they're doing very well in that category. As first couple of games they were penalty prone, and a lot of them were costly. The last couple of games, Lovington has played with very few penalties.
They have controlled aggression, as Coach G calls it,
right,
as we know. One hold and an offsides and a. Oh, and Santa Fe elects to take it at the 35-yard line.
Okay.
That's
their prerogative. That's right.
So Santa Fe will take it at the 35. I didn't think you could do that unless it got kicked out of bounds. And
well, now they're
talking about it.
Now they are. Now
I was
they're
going to say on an
about
offsides, I didn't sure. I thought you could no matter what because they blew it.
And
right
so
they're out.
So Lovington is going to re-kick.
All right.
I believe that's the decision. That's what it looks like.
So a bit of confusion here tonight, but they got it all sorted out. I was like, okay, that's strange. I thought it was only at the 35 for a kickoff out of bounds, but interpretations can sometimes be a little different. So we'll march it back to the 35-yard line where Carrasco will kick it away again, or Contreras.
Contreras, that's right.
Lucas Contreras. Sorry, Lucas, I've only been calling you kick the ball for 4 years. You think I would remember your name by now.
No, I think there's a Lovington soccer match tomorrow, so Contreras will be back in action as he's a member of the soccer team. Lovington boys
long
definitely
trip back home from the state capitol for Lucas tonight. Yeah. So, all right, let's try it again, this time from the Wildcat 35. Lovington kicking it away, leading 34-0. Lucas is going to put the big boot into it this time, and that one is going to sail and hit at the 5 and go into the end zone. So Santa Fe will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. The 2:08 remaining in the first half. Going to have a lot to talk about in your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. As so far, at least, the Cats have come out and done everything that's been asked of them against this 6A Santa Fe team. Of course, just a quick reminder, no Bob Surfway coaches conversation tonight. Limited field access tonight, so Dawn joining me up in the booth. Allen from the shotgun with split backs in the backfield. High snap. He will pitch it. Mora coming near side is hit back at the 15 and dropped. The Cats getting through and putting on the big hit. Turn around, young man. I know you're one of 3 people, but I need to know which one you are. And that'll be number 58, Valentin Herrera again.
He's had a heck of a game tonight, doing a lot of things right off of that line for Lovington.
So it'll be 3rd and 14, and Lovington is going to take the timeout. I like this called on.
Yep.
Because they want to preserve a little bit of time. Santa Fe will have the ball first in the second half. But if they can get the ball back, maybe get a quick strike, anything could happen from then on.
You bet.
So they can still kill it one more time. So 1 timeout left.
And
I think what they're thinking Santa Fe's probably going to run it on second down, get a loss or a minimal gain. You know, perfect world. The world isn't perfect. I'm aware of that. And then get them to 3rd and long, which is traditionally a passing down. And then you get the ball back with, maybe around a minute to go.
And decent field position to go with it.
So Santa Fe from the near hash mark. Got 2 tight ends in the ball game. 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. Mora is the deep back with Allen. 2nd down and 14. Allen with it. Pump fake. Comes near side, has a man, and adjusting and not able to hold on to the ball as Bryce Melton had that one. If he holds on to that one, he is gone. He got behind his defender, Gonzalez, and not able to hang on to the ball, and bullet dodged on 2nd down for the Cats.
That's right.
Now it's 3rd and 14. Whew.
Yeah, very much so. So sometimes you create good football karma, and sometimes you get lucky.
Hey, whatever it takes.
That's right.
So the clock stops with 1:52 to go in the first half. Lovington still with a timeout. 3rd and 14, Cats show blitz. Allen with it. Blitz isn't picked up and hit and down as the Cats bring him down. Ezekiel Guzman creams Allen all the way back inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. That's the 2nd sack of the night for the Wildcats, and it'll be 4th down and a long way. Punt time for Santa Fe as Lovington should take their 3rd and final timeout, and they will. We'll just keep it right here. But that one brought more guys than they could block, and I don't know how you let Ezekiel Guzman come free like that, but Zeke moved in, and he put the big shot on Allen to put him down. So 4th down and 21 officially. I mean, it's not quite 4th in Albuquerque, but it's close. So Lovington, because of a pass play, and then the sack, should get it back with pretty decent field position, and depending on how long the return takes, minute and 35 seconds or so to work with.
They could certainly score again, which is what they would like to do going into the halftime. Of course, 34-0 right now.
And look for him to come after this one, too, as the kicker Wisman is on. But he is in the shadow of his own goalpost, literally.
Yeah.
So look for Lovington to bring the house. Olguin back deep to receive at his own 40. So it comes in as Wisman gets the kickoff. It's a good one. They kick it away from Alec, but it bounces at the 35 and takes a Lovington bounce. Allen gets down and will down it at the 34-yard line. So Lovington gets a gift and fantastic field position with 1:37 remaining here in the half and a 34-0 lead.
And here we are, 1:37 left to play in the second quarter. So very good.
No timeout, so you have to work the sidelines.
Right.
Clock will stop on a first down so they can set the ball, but then they'll rewind it.
But Lovington is good at the hurry-up offense. They generally execute that very well with good results.
Stack them left, stack them right. Aranda with it, good protection, tosses it far sideline.
Nice.
As Gonzalez will catch it inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. Gets out of bounds, stops the clock, 2nd down and 5. These are 39 receiving yards on 5 catches, 150 through the air exactly now for Aranda. So the clock stops, 1:32, 2nd and 5. Lovington trying to get it to running clock territory for the start of the second half. We have been informed it is homecoming here tonight, so we will probably have an extended Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. Stack 'em left, stack 'em right again. Aranda with it on 2nd and 5. Looks left, throws left, wants it all. Has Olguin at the 5 and into the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. 29 yards, a perfect throw over the left shoulder to Alec Olguin. And the Cats have gotten this one to running clock. They lead 40-0.
Yeah, that was really perfectly thrown, but a great route. And against, some decent pass coverage down there. Had to make some moves to stay clear and to get down there with a good catch.
So let's see if they elect to go for the point after. I mean, if they go for 2 here, they could win it on a touchdown and a 2-point conversion in the second half. Looks like they'll elect to just kick the ball, though. So out of the hold of Olguin. Lucas will get it up, and it will squeak through the right upright, and it's good with 87 seconds to go in the first half. It's all Cats in this one, 41-0. Back in a minute for the kickoff on Z94 KZOR. Two-play drive for the Wildcats culminates in a 29-yard touchdown strike from Ashton Aranda to Alec Olguin. The point after is good. 1:27 to go here in the first half. All Lovington in this one, 41-0. So Lucas Contreras tees it up and will kick it away. It's a high end-over-ender into the night sky. Mora lets it bounce and is going to field it at the 1. Coming up, the Cats in pursuit. Is coming near side and going out is Moore as he crosses the 10 to the 11-yard line. I'm not sure why you don't let that one go into the end zone and take it at the 20, Dawn.
Yeah, because, he ended up coming out, about the 13-yard line, something like that?
Yeah, the 12. Yeah, they
12,
may give him
13,
forward to the 13.
Maybe.
See where they spot it officially.
So, yeah.
They're going to give him forward progress to the 13. But that was a dangerous, dangerous return there.
Yeah, it was because he got hit very, very close to the end zone.
And we are in running clock territory and in timing now. 1:15 remaining in the first half. Lovington 41, Santa Fe nothing. Allen from the shotgun. Lovington coming after him. He hands it off to Mora. Mora sweeps it out left side. Going to get to the 15 before the line does a nice job once again sliding down and bringing him down. Brennan Garcia on the stop. It'll be a pickup of 2 for Mora, and it'll be 2nd down and 8. 45 seconds to go here in the half. Got to think Santa Fe might just decide to take this one into the locker room and catch their breath.
Or
they will have the ball to start the second half.
Or they might go for one big play.
Go for the shot down the field.
Right.
That is a possibility.
To just try to get on the board before half.
Lovington going to stay in man coverage. Allen with split backs in the backfield. Hands it off to Mora. Again goes left side. Hit in the backfield. And finally wrestled out and brought down as Matthew Garcia brings him down at the line of scrimmage. No gain. And that ought to do the first half of play.
Nope, stop the clock with 13 seconds left.
Do we have a flag on the play? Yeah, they're talking. Yep, there's a flag on the far sideline. And we'll have personal foul face mask on Lovington.
Yeesh.
Indeed. So a 15-yard penalty on the Wildcats. So that'll go from the end of the run, and it will be a Santa Fe first down, their 4th of the half. but they're supposed to restart the clock as soon as they set the ball. So Santa Fe will have time for one more play. And yep, they will wind the clock. Allen from the shotgun. Now he moves up to the pistol. So 3 yards behind, high snap, handed off. Mora hit behind the line and dropped. It'll be a 2-yard loss. And it's coming through.
Brennan Garcia.
Brennan got the hit, but it was actually Herrera who brought him down. It'll be a 1-yard loss for Mora. And at the half here in Santa Fe, it is Lovington all over the Demons, 41-0 in this one. No Bob Thriftway coaches conversation tonight because we are in the booth, limited field access here at Santa Fe. So you've talked to Coach G enough over the last 5 years, Don. I'm going to ask you, the coach. We are going to have the Bob Thriftway coaches conversation tonight.
I'm going to pretend to be Coach G in this situation.
Channel your inner Coach G for a minute.
I think,
Coach, you came out in the first half, and you did what you talked about.
Right.
You finished.
Yeah, definitely. Controlled the clock, did what you wanted to do, controlled the clock, had, great offensive possessions, both offensive and defensive lines doing a good job tonight, quick off the line, reading the plays, reading the opposition and adjusting and doing some really good jobs. Coming into the game, knowing that Santa Fe was going to run the ball, the defense was able to really kind of seal off things and stop Santa Fe and keep them from getting their running game cranking. And with the exception of one drive, really have shut down Santa Fe and kept them from marching down the field very much. Certainly kept them from scoring, but also kept them from building any momentum in this game in this first half. And at the same time, putting the ball capably in the receiver's hands. Lovington's running game looking good, the passing game looking good, and you can't argue with 41-0 on the clock.
So what are you going to tell them in the locker room?
In the locker room, you're going to tell them, keep doing what you're doing, come out and finish.
There you go. Good job. Don Morgan channeling Coach G tonight for our Bob's Thriftway Coaches conversation from here at Santa Fe. We'll be back with your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show after this timeout. This is Wildcat Football on Z94 KZOR. Welcome back to your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Get the Napa Know-How for your car. You know you're going to need it, and Lovington Auto Supply is there to get it for you. Lovington Auto Supply, proud supporters of Wildcat football. Alongside Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle, Max Carranza in studio engineering and producing. Lovington leading 41-0 here at the half. So let's take a look at the numbers in the first half of this one. We will start with the Demons of Santa Fe High School. Their quarterback, Andrew Allen, goes 2 of 7 for 24 yards, no touchdowns, and no interceptions. He completed one to Mora for 14 yards and one to Loma Yastiwa for 10 yards. That's where those 24 yards went. And the Cats have been absolutely swallowing the Demons on the ground. Alex Mora, 10 carries for just 4 yards. Allen with 4 carries for 9 yards. He was sacked once in that one. Michael Serrano with 1 carry for -2 yards. Melton on an end around, 1 carry for 2 yards. And then Wisman was sacked. It counts as a sack on a punt.
Right.
He was tackled for a loss of 10, and that does count as a sack because he's the first one handling the ball. So 24 through the air, a cumulative 3 on the ground, means 27 total yards for Santa Fe High in the first half. 4 first downs for the Demons. They get whistled 6 times for 35 yards, and as we mentioned, no score on the board for the Demons. Turning the page for the Lovington Wildcats, a much more Ashton Aranda-like first half. What we were used to seeing last year,
right.
This looks a lot more like a first half line from Ashton than we've seen so far this season, as he goes 11 of 14 for 179 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Cesar Gonzalez with 2 of those touchdowns. He's caught 5 total for 39 yards. Alec Olguin, 2 catches for 55 and a touchdown. On Dallas Cardenas is actually the leading receiver tonight. 2 catches for 64 yards. Ryan Weiser, a catch for 10 yards. And Anson Marquez, a catch for 11 yards. On the ground right now, leading rusher is Ashton Aranda. Ashton with his legs is 70 yards on the ground on 7 carries with 2 touchdowns. On Dallas Cardenas, 7 carries, 32 yards. He also has a touchdown run to his credit. Cameron Ochoa, 3 carries for 18 yards, and Alec Olguin, 1 carry for 11. 179 through the air, 131 on the ground. Makes a nice round number, 310 total yards. Lovington whistled 4 times for 35 yards in the first half. They get 13, make that 14 first downs. They score 21 in the first, 20 in the second. And that's how they get to their 41 on the board, Dawn.
Yeah, Lovington has managed to play aggressively without incurring a lot of penalties. And they've been fortunate. The penalties that they've had have not been very costly. And, certainly one of them meant a touchdown came back. That's been the most costly. But they turned right around and kept that offensive drive going and were able to get into the end zone anyway. Also, Aranda, I think, not only is he performing well, but he has his line to thank for a lot of good protection tonight.
He's had a lot of time.
He's had a lot of time, but he's also, what they're doing is the Lovington offensive line has been able to really diffuse the Santa Fe defense to the extent that Lovington is able to. They've only had a couple of really blown plays where Ashton has really had to scramble or just to figure something else out, and so Lovington has been able to keep their game plan intact for the most part against Santa Fe, and that is helping with the execution offensively and defensively across the board. So Lovington has really been in charge of this one, and they look very comfortable. They're a team that you sort of breathe a deep sigh of relief thinking, now this is the Lovington team that we're accustomed to seeing. So they've definitely, I think the play against these tougher teams so far, even though it's meant a lot of losses on that side of the board, it's okay. They came to town to play. They had a plan, and they have been firmly in charge of that, and look forward to seeing them come out in the second half and not let down, but continue to play with that deliberate, confident manner that they have shown consistently. We talked about consistency. finding the offensive rhythm and keeping that consistently, and also finding their defensive strength and keeping that, and they have been consistent. So looking forward to this second half, although it might be a pretty quick one.
And we'll talk more about that with our Lovington Auto Supply Napanoa keys to the second half. Coming up, halftime here at Ivanhead Stadium in Santa Fe. Lovington 41, Santa Fe High nothing. Back in 3 minutes. Wildcat football continues on KZOR. Back to your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply. The Cats in the lead, 41-0 over the Demons here at the half as they have the homecoming festivities, and now their band will be doing their performance. I guess maybe we're going to be extending this halftime out just a little bit more, but hey, no matter what, we are here. We're up big 41-0 with Don Morgan. I'm TJ Miracle, Max Carranza in studio engineering and producing. So, all right, Don, you talked about consistency. What are the rest of your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How keys to the second half?
Well, don't let down. It's 41-0, and sure enough, take advantage of the fact that the clock's going to be running. And, I mean, it is a good – we've talked about this before with seeing other teams do this against Lovington this season, but it is a good chance, to get some younger players in. But I wouldn't do that unless until Lovington comes out and puts another score on the board. You want to be comfortably within that so that even if you
give up
Santa
another
Fe,
score,
right,
yeah,
you give
don't
up a
get it back
touchdown,
under the running clock time.
You still have running clock time. And just to try to shorten the game, and that's always good. I mean, the less time that you have to spend on the turf, that's less time that you risk injuries or re-injuries anyway. And I think that's the plan. I think they want to try to get out of this game as quickly as they can. So they're going to come out, try to put another score on the board. and then maybe work some younger players in some places. But it's a little hard to do that because Lovington basically is a young team. It's not like they have a whole lot of bench that they are looking to get experience. That they're trying to get their team and their starters,
and a lot of those kids are getting experience, especially on the lines, being moved in and out to keep as fresh a legs as you can get in there. So it might be interesting to get some of those other guys in the game. Get Matthew Prudencio in. He's one of the backup quarterbacks.
Right.
Get Wyatt Gomez in. Get him some reps again this year. Also one of the backup QBs this year. Patrick Sanchez, also one of the backup QBs. Might get some of them in. Might get a few more carries to Ochoa and maybe Weiser out of the backfield.
Right. Sure.
So I think, your keys from my perspective is just keep doing what you are doing. The line has played excellent tonight. So keep up the good line play, keep the blocking, keep mixing things up. It has been, a lot more run-heavy tonight than often, but not that much. You've got 14 passes in the books. You've got 17 runs. That's a pretty balanced offense.
It is.
So keep it balanced and continue to move it down the field. Special teams, just do what you've been doing. Defense, don't lose contain. They've done a good job of that tonight. A couple of times they did on receivers on the outside, but for whatever reason, Santa Fe not able to complete those passes, and so that's helped the Cats out tremendously tonight. So work on keeping your contain, work on staying on your man on pass routes, and just do what you can do. To quote Coach G, I'll channel him for a minute. Finish. Exactly right. And that's what they want to do. Come out with confidence and poise and good energy and deliberation again in this second half, but come out on a mission to go ahead and finish this game. Continue to do what they're doing well in the first half, executing. And that's with everybody, offense, defense, and special teams doing very well. Kicking, there's been no weak. Other than an extra point that dinked off the upright.
That's right. Other than a mistake or here or two or there, losing a man, and
one thing,
here or there.
Another thing that stands out to me:
very strong.
Big plays tonight.
Right.
Longest play from scrimmage tonight for Santa Fe High was 14 yards. 14 yards, 10 yards. Those were their two biggest plays tonight. So
and Lovington hasn't relied on the one single big play either. They certainly have
had some big ones.
They've had some bigger ones, but not just the, they haven't just.
They haven't had the 80-yard
exactly
kind of play.
Right, exactly. So, I think it's just a good game to build confidence, to realize, hey, wait a minute, yes, we are the defending state champions. Yes, we are still a solid team. Yes, we are getting better and better every week. And, they want to put an exclamation point on this win because they do have 2 weeks until they play again. So
district starts in 2 weeks in Bernalillo. And we talked about this in the pregame show. I really do think, looking at the way everything is shaking out in the 4A division, I think 3 wins probably gets us in to the playoffs. That's what you want, the chip in the chair.
Right.
You want to go 4-0 in your last 4 games because obviously if you do that, we're unless the football miracle of all football miracles happens tonight, Lovington has probably got this one won. You still have to come out and compete and finish in the second half. And if you win all 3 games, of course, you're going to win the district, get the automatic seed, and that's really going to look good. I think if Lovington wins their last 4 games, now granted, we're a long way away from that.
Yes, we are, yeah.
But just looking at it, Lovington wins tonight, which I think they will. Spitball, they win their last 4 games, and because they've extended halftime, we have time to spitball a little bit. But all 4 of the teams in our district, 4 of the top 5 teams in the state are in our district. Portales is number 1. Albuquerque Academy is 2.
Yeah.
We're number 3, we're number 4, and Bernalillo's number 5.
That's amazing. So, that's a murderer's row of a district right there.
So if you win district, I think Lovington probably goes in as a 4 seed and might get a bye. I know a lot of people, me included, I will raise my hand when I saw our pre-district schedule, and I went, what in the world are Coach G and Coach Ariola thinking? Well, we know what they're thinking. They're thinking, we've got a murderer's row district. We need to play the biggest, bestest, strongest teams we can find, and Coach G said it. not a lot of 4A teams in our part of the state that want to play us, and they wanted to make sure these kids were ready and battle-tested. Now then, again, 3 wins tonight and 2 others in district. Of course, weird things happen in district. We see it every year.
Sure.
I think we're probably still in, depending on how the rest of the district shapes out, as a 9 or a 10, but it's going to take 3. It's going to take 3 wins to get in the playoffs, and obviously you win 4, you're guaranteed in, and going to be on that 4 or 5 bubble, I would think.
You want to control your own destiny. You don't want to leave
the Cats
things.
Do right now.
That's right, and right now they do. So this win is a great start on the rest of the season. And this is the game plan. Execute this, get this win, take this win, and then then you got 2 weeks. Although that's a tough time. That's a long time to wait to then start such an important game, right? A series of games to go into district right out of the bye. But for the Wildcats, I think coming off of a big win tonight, that knock on wood we're counting on. But still, I think that's gives you enough confidence to do that, and also gives you a little more time to completely heal up. We've still got some players that are a little banged up, bruised up. They're coming off of injuries.
Right now.
Exactly, and it'll be great, hopefully, to have DeMarcus back, because with DeMarcus, then you watch this team execute tonight, and you think, yes.
Get that extra speedster on the outside.
Exactly, and then you feel like you've got you've got the best you can do with what you have, in this team. So that's what kind of looking forward to and looking ahead to, and hopefully that's how things are going to work out. But that's what tonight this team needs to just come out, continue to play well. Don't get too excited. Don't relax too much. Just finish it. Put the cap on this one and go home with the confidence of a nice big win, and then get ready to
get ready to do it in
2
weeks.
Exactly.
And with that, we will put a wrap on your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Get the Napa Know-How for your vehicle from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Back after this 2-minute timeout for the kickoff of the second half. Wildcats 41, Demons nothing. Wildcat football continues on Z94 KZOR. Welcome back to the state capitol here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Lovington Wildcats and the Santa Fe High Demons. Lovington up 41-0 as we get ready for the start of the second half. Dawn Morgan alongside tonight up in the booth. Max Carranza in studio engineering and producing. I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us tonight, of course, here on Z94 KZOR. Also on the Z94 KZOR app. and watching live on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Once we get to 1,000, one of our subscribers gets $100 of my money, also on the Lovington tab on the new sports page and the Lovington sports page at HobbsAmerica.com. So some thoughts as the teams continue their warm-ups. The band moved out a little bit late, and so they're a little bit late getting out to get warmed up here. But
right, after the homecoming presentations, of course. It is starting to get a little noticeably cooler, and the wind is picking up a bit. I noticed that the Lovington fans have started to bundle up a little bit over there.
And a few folks making the trip up from Lee County.
Right.
I think we saw all of them at Allsups and Vaughn when we stopped. Yeah.
That was one very busy place. Yeah, I'll try to zoom in, actually, and on the stands over there, maybe a little bit. And
if you're watching on your phones, wave.
Exactly.
And here in a minute, we may see somebody wave.
We may see somebody that's streaming.
Of course, on the video stream, we're
a little bit behind.
We're delayed about a minute or so.
Yeah. But certainly some good fans and intrepid fans making the trip up here. Sure.
And we made the trip too. So first time that we've been in this stadium, at least in 11 years. Last time that we were here, the Wildcats won a state championship against St. Mike's. And of course now trying to get the win to get into the victory column tonight over Santa Fe High. We have been here at this campus as Lovington and Hobbs both for many years playing in the Santa Fe High tournament, which goes on behind us at the gym. Fairly nice facilities here at Santa Fe High. And we'd also like to thank Mr. Duchamp and the Santa Fe administration for making us feel so welcome and helping us with things here tonight. We don't get that everywhere, and so I do like to acknowledge those folks who do give us some consideration and help and think about things.
And being very friendly and welcoming. That's always nice. And
yes,
we have plenty of room up here. We've had plenty of room to set up and be up here comfortably. So, yeah, all's good. All is well with the world.
No cushions on these seats? No,
hey.
I'm kidding. I am kidding completely.
All right.
So it'll be the Demons to return the football. Lovington will kick it away. Lovington will kick it out of the south side, so they're going to kick it from the south to the north. Santa Fe will be moving from the north to the south here in this third quarter. 41-0 means we are in running clock territory. So it will be a pretty quick quarter. I would bet Santa Fe is going to want to get that under 35 to see if they can slow this one down just a little bit. So as Lucas Contreras gives some final instructions to his teammates, they will fan out. Ball spotted at the south 40. And here we go as Mora back deep to receive, one of the two deep backs for Santa Fe. As Lucas will come up on it and Contreras kicks it away, and that is a bullet that is going to go and bounce at the 2, go into the end zone. Santa Fe will have it 1st and 10 from the 20. Now as the offense will come out for the Demons. We may have a new quarterback in the game. I did not see Allen go out, but I don't see him on the sideline either. So, all right, it will be Allen as the quarterback, I'm guessing. There he goes. Coach Martinez was giving him some final words on the sideline. 41-0. They have already started moving the clock. So, again, this one is going to go fast in moving clock territory. Santa Fe splits twins left, twins right. Allen from the shotgun, more on his right shoulder. High snap, Allen bobbles, it's on the turf, picks it up and runs for his life and is going to be hit and brought down back at the 18-yard line. The Cats in pursuit will bring him down, and just a busted play all told. There's a couple of Cats getting up from the bottom of the pile, including Adam Ramirez, who has had a heck of a game tonight. Marcus Henderson also in on the stop.
And number 14, Leo Reyes.
So it'll be a 2-yard loss for Allen. And it'll be 2nd down and 12. Now Allen lucky that wasn't a lot worse than it turned out. Twins left, twins right near hash mark. Mora and he bobbles it again, manages to corral it, rolls left side. Henderson gets to him as he throws it, has a man, and in and out of the hands of his intended target. Again, Melton had some room but could not corral it in. That's two that he should have had and should have taken to the house.
I tell you, Jaden Vasquez was bringing the heat to big footsteps, and Allen just barely managed to get that one out of his hands.
Yeah, Marcus Henderson was on him too, number 74. Yep. So it'll be 3rd down and 12 for Santa Fe High. As coming in, a late substitution, Gabriel Loma Yestiwa. He has one of the 2 completions, one of the 2 catches on the night for Santa Fe. And he will split out by himself wide to the left. Allen from the pistol this time. Good snap. Fakes the pitch, rolls near side, lets it fly, and that one is going to skip in, and they're going to say a catch up at the 25-yard line. And that'll come to number 88. And he gets it for 7 yards, so a 7-yard completion. But it will be 4th down and about 6. So call it 4th and 5 officially, 9.5 to go. Punt time for Santa Fe. Watch for the fake here. They really got nothing to lose. Good snap. Lovington gives him a little time. Henderson in the neighborhood. And as the ball is, we're going to have a flag. As scooping it up is Allen, and he's going to take it in, but we are going to have that one's coming back. It was a fair catch call. As Alec Olguin was not given an opportunity to field that ball cleanly. As we've got streakers on the field, keep it away from them, please.
Right. Well, luckily they're not. They are
not completely streakered.
Right. They are wearing shorts.
So yeah, we should have a halo violation on Santa Fe as they play the fight song. Let's see what the officials talking about it. And they say they wave that off and call it a touchdown. I cannot believe that. So it is a fumble by Olguin and a touchdown by Allen. So Allen on the fumble recovery. And that cannot make Lovington happy. Coach G just shakes his head on the far sideline. Because, that was a halo violation all sorts of ways. So the point after to come. For 41-6, it is still 35 points. And the point after, timeout is taken by Lovington. And I think that's a smart timeout by Coach G. He wants to calm this team down a little bit. I'm not sure I blame him.
Right.
Well, we'll just keep it right here. Say a big thank you to Now Pharmacy, Devon Energy, Lovington Auto Supply, Lovington Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Bob's Thriftway, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Man Welding, and Stone Oilfield Services. I don't know how you wave that off, Don, because even if he didn't call for the fair catch, and I don't think he did, you have to give him an opportunity to field the ball, and he was not given an opportunity by Allen to do that.
Yeah, not at all. There was no approach time. It was just boom time.
Yeah, so it
boom as in hit.
So there was no halo, and the umpire threw the flag immediately.
And he knew, right? He knew.
But the side judge came in and the head official get in and waved it off. Coach G just stands out on the hash mark. He's wanting to talk to that side judge on the far sideline, I'm thinking. So it will still be running clock. It is, of course, if the point after is good, it will become a then Lovington will just need to score again.
And Lovington, not just the coach, but the team is out on the field over there as the refs are talking it over in the end zone.
Yeah, they're staying away from Coach Gonzalez as he goes over and he just puts his hands on his hips and shakes his head as the head official says, "Nope, coach, didn't happen that way." We have it on video, by the way. You can review it later as Coach G just shakes his head and heads back to the sideline.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I caught that. I'm pretty sure I had that in frame.
I think the Whitecap just told him, go to your sideline, Coach, if you want to keep coaching tonight. 2-point conversion attempted, and it is good as pushing it over is Anthony Trujillo, and it is completed. And they are celebrating as it's completed to Loma Yastiwa. So 41-8, but this may just spark a little fire under the Wildcats.
I think as long as they do it productively, as long as they channel this.
I have a feeling that what you're going to see here is Lovington. I think they might have been willing to put some of the second and third string in on their second and third possessions this half. I don't think it's going to happen now.
Yeah, I think they come out all guns blazing.
And it's not the fault of Santa Fe, and it's not the fault. People make mistakes.
It's the circumstance.
It's the circumstance.
And I think that they're going to want to get back into control in this and get the running clock back. And I think that they're going to come out and.
I think they're going to come out running and gunning.
I think they will. So let's hope that their aggression stays managed and that they use that energy positively.
And if you're Santa Fe, you probably think about kicking it onside.
Yeah, I think that probably you do. I would expect that Santa Fe would do the onside kick here. I would be surprised if they didn't. Yeah.
So watch for the onside kick as it'll be Darby he's their kickoff specialist. And yep, Lovington's moving up. They are expecting the onside from Darby. As he will signal it, and he will boot it. Nope, he will kick it high and away. And that one is going to go out of bounds. And so got a flag on the field at far side. And I think Santa Fe lining up off sides. So waiting on it'll be offsides on Santa Fe. 7th penalty, 40 yards called on the Demons, so that'll move them back to the 35-yard line. Our score with 9:10 remaining in the third quarter, Lovington 41, Santa Fe 8. So back deep to receive, got Alec Olguin and also on Dallas Cardenas. So Darby will tee it back up again. He comes forward, and he will boot it away once again. Goes over to Dallas. He's going to field it at the 12. Brings it up to the 15, to the 20. Gets a block to the 25, and out across the 30 to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats as he's brought down by David Jones. So 1st and 10 for the Cats. 9:03 to go, third quarter. 41-8 is the score. Lovington going to look to get it back over that 35 points, and my guess is do it pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think that they'll be on a mission to kind of march down pretty quickly and get in the end zone again.
Aranda and company will bring it out. Cardenas is the deep back, and actually Wyatt Gomez will be in the game.
Okay.
So Wyatt seeing his first action at quarterback this year as Wyatt will hand it off. Not a lot of running room over on that left side. I think we do have a new running back in the game, too. Turn around, young man, so I can catch the number.
It's number, 2? No? What? No.
Wyatt's number 2.
Wyatt's number 2, so he went off to get the play.
It's got to be Kamen Ochoa. So no gain for Kamen. Of course, if I'm not mistaken, Wyatt actually holds the Lovington single-game passing record. He lit up for 500 and something yards against Alamogordo last year.
Wow.
We were there. We called every one of them. Twins left and twins right. Gomez in at the quarterback position. Back to pass. Will come near side and just overthrows his intended receiver. Coming near side was Elijah Rivero, and it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Cats. So Gomez seeing his first time of the season as Coach G does decide to get some of his younger and some of his bench players in. So 3rd down and 10. Clock stops with 8:17 remaining.
And let them see, some significant time, not just one play and pull them off. 1 or 2 plays and pull them out. So.
And Ochoa will be the deep back with Gomez on his right shoulder. Twins left, Twins right. From the 33-yard line, Wyatt rolls left side, slings it, and out of the reach of Angel Gonzalez on the far side, so it'll be incomplete, and it'll be 4th down and punt time for the Wildcats.
Yep.
I like that he's getting in the younger guys, the younger receivers. I think maybe we keep the starters out there one more round, but that's just me.
Well,
Coach G competing with class. And
right. That's very true.
so Moore will be back deep to receive.
I think he looks at that as a win-win,
I think
for
so.
everybody. So.
Get some players, some experience out there. Well, it's a good snap. The punt is away, and it is a high one. Moore muffs it at the 30 and is hit and moved backwards as the Cats, good coverage down the field again. On the initial hit was Hagen Lizardo. Popped him down, and they'll mark him at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 for Santa Fe High from their own 29-yard line. Looks like we are going to have some new names and numbers out there on defense as well. As checking in will be Leonardo Tarango Rubio.
Right.
Also out there still tonight, Marcus Henderson. Still out there, Jaden Bosquez. He's seen some significant time tonight, moving up to the line. Adam Ramirez, number 80.
Maybe Joshua Allen, 25. Is that 25? 26. Maybe Rivera. The 5s and the 6s look a lot alike to me from here.
A little bit. And we've got a flag on the play. And we have a personal. You're kidding.
What?
Halo violation. Illegal contact.
So they didn't call it
on them, but they did on us.
Santa Fe when they committed the foul against us, but they're going to call it on us. Okay, that's interesting.
So move it up to the 44-yard line. Again, this is on video. That's all I'm going to say about it. People make mistakes.
Right.
So move on. We're up big, 41-8. 8 minutes remaining. High snap. Allen handles it, throws it underneath, and that one is going to bounce off of the knee of his intended target, number
Xavier
81, Beecham. So incomplete to Beecham. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. So 2nd and 10, ball going to be spotted at the 44-yard line. 8 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
41-8 your score, Lovington winning.
Ethan Tapia checking in and bringing the play in from the sideline for the Demons of Santa Fe High. Cadence Moore in on the defense this time. He'll be the defender on the near side. Allen from the pistol. Take the handoff. Allen keeps it himself and goes up the middle. We got a flag on the play. I think we're going to have a hold as Tarango got rolled on the far side over there.
But he kind of got pushed forward.
By Toby Rivera.
Yeah, he got pushed forward
we will
by
have holding
the Wildcats
on Santa Fe, so move them back 10 yards.
So it should be 3rd and 20.
8 penalties for 50 yards now on Santa Fe. Let's see where they put it. Yep, 34, so it will be 2nd and 20. We'll replay 2nd down.
That's right. Sorry.
Yeah, on the hold, you don't lose the down.
Right. Just take the yardage.
Yep. 2 backs in the backfield with Allen. And, we got a man that jumped, as I think.
And then pushed.
Yeah, as Henderson is saying he got pulled. And it will be offsides on Lovington. So give them 5 back. So 2nd and 15. So I think maybe if you're Coach G, you keep the defense like it is, but I think you put your starting offense back in next time out just for one more series.
Right.
But maybe not. So it'll be 2nd down and 15 after a hold on Santa Fe, then an offsides on Lovington. And before that, an illegal man downfield by Lovington.
Well,
and illegal
Coach G and Lovington are giving Santa Fe a lot of gifts here.
So a receiver left, a receiver right. Good snap for Allen. Back to pass, looks left, throws it, picked off, is jumping in and taking that one and moving on and jumping the route is Joshua Carrasco, the INT, and the Cats will get it back. Josh Carrasco with the INT, jumped the route and takes it. A good return. Lovington will have it 1st and 10 from the Santa Fe 29.
Well, that's football karma, I think. Sometimes your chickens come home to roost.
And so it'll be from the 29-yard line, and Wyatt Gomez will be out there to run the offense again. Wyatt is 0 for 2. Pardon me, 0 for 3.
And they weren't just lucky, but the defense was right where they needed to be on that.
Split backs in the
coverage.
Backfield. Wyatt hands it off, and the ball is loose on the field. It kicks forward, kick forward,
back.
And Santa Fe going to pick it up. Is going over and getting the fumble is Alberto Juarez, as on Dallas Cardenas uncharacteristically fumbles the football and gives it right back to Santa Fe. Is what was a very well played game in the first half by Lovington is turning into kind of a slop fest here in the second.
Yeah, they need to just get everybody back in there, their regular team back in there. Again, what did I just say? Lovington giving up some gifts.
So they'll give it back to them. Turnovers, the teams trade them. So Allen from the pistol formation. 1st down and 10 from the 20. High snap, he will pitch it. Going far side is Mora. He's at the 20, to the 25, to the 30, out to the 35, and steps out at the 37. They're going to say the 35-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of 15 for Mora, and it'll be the 5th first down of the ball game for Santa Fe. That was not the time to get sloppy.
No.
We got a flag on the play back at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be holding on Santa Fe. So that'll wipe that 15-yarder off. So now 9 penalties, 60 yards on the Demons. So moving back to their own 10-yard line. So 1st and 20.
First down and 20 here.
As this one is starting to drag on Z94, KZOR, Hobbs, Lovington. Not even to the halfway point of the 3rd quarter yet. Allen from his own 5 sends a man in motion left to right. Hand it off to that motion man. Starts it right, cuts it back to the left. Gets it across the 15 out to about the 18-yard line. As that one is Tapia on the carry. And so Tapia going to get 7 out of that one, and it'll be 3rd down and 13. The 3rd and 13 stays in bounds. Clock moves with 7:04 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd down and 13 for your Demons.
2 receiver set, 2 tight ends in the ball game. Just 1 tight end, 2 backs in the backfield. Lovington moving people in. From the shotgun, high snap, Allen handles it, looks to pass, comes across the middle, and that one almost picked off. A little miscommunication as
Cardenas almost had that one.
Tio wanting a flag on the play, not going to get it. It'll be incomplete in 31, and yeah, you're right, Hagan Lizardo almost getting the 2nd pick of the night for the Wildcats. So 3rd and 13 for the Demons. Got to think it's going to be punt time for them. Lovington not sending anybody back deep. So they are coming after this one.
Just close.
Nope, they're going to go for it. They are, Santa Fe deciding to go for it on, it's just 3rd and 13. That's right. You don't lose it down.
Didn't lose it down on the hold.
As Henderson gets in, gets a hand on him. Somehow Allen gets away from him. Going to tuck it, take it himself, and he is hit at the 20 and brought down. Nice job by Joshua Carrasco to keep that from being a bigger deal. Marcus Henderson with the big shot. It'll be a 3-yard gain for Allen. And now it'll be 4th and 10. I've got to think it'll be punt time. And so Martinez will punt it away, and it'll be Olguin back to receive. Olguin just inside his own territory. Martinez will kick it. It pops up in the air. Olguin goes over near side. Just going to watch that one bounce, and it squibs out. So it'll be Lovington football, and I don't know how he could mark that at the 50. It went out at the 40, about the 47-yard line. That's an interesting spot, but okay. It bounced at the 48 and went out about the 48, but okay. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Lovington will have it. right there with 5:55 remaining in the third quarter of what's become a bit of a sloppy ball game. Wyatt Gomez in to run the offense. So Lovington with an uncharacteristic couple of turnovers.
Well, they're playing with, different players, younger players, different configuration.
Twins left, Twins right. Gomez with it. Hands it off and nowhere to go for Ochoa as he is hit and dropped. So Duran brings down Ochoa, no gain. And so it'll be second down and 10 plus. 5:34 to go.
In the third quarter.
In the third quarter. Lovington is playing the second line right now for the most part. Wyatt Gomez in at quarterback. Wyatt, good snap, good protection, steps up, lets it fly as he's hit, goes in the middle, and that one is going to be up for grabs and a big hit. Josh Carrasco, the intended target, and he got creamed for his trouble. It was a clean hit by Mateo Griego, so incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Cats. What you don't want to see is things stall out and you kind of lose momentum here.
Right.
And so Alec Olguin is going to check into the ball game, and also coming in Cesar Gonzalez. So they're going to give Wyatt a chance with some of the first-string receivers out there. Looks like a couple of the first-string linemen also going in. So 3rd down and a long 10.
So we've got a backup quarterback in with most of the first string
has come back
in with our backup quarterback. So
Wyatt Gomez is yet to connect on his first pass of 2022. He is 0 for 4 as of right now. Trips to the right, one to the left. Single back in the backfield with Gomez. Wyatt going to send a man in motion. They're going to throw the screen to, that is Olguin. He's across the 50 to the 40 to the 30. One man to beat to the 20, 10, 5. Put it in the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. The bubble screen. Wyatt Gomez to Alec Olguin, and 51 yards to the house. And the Cats are up 47-8.
It was a wobbler, but it was on target, and they made it work. The connection worked, and yep, here we go again. So nice, good work that keeping Wyatt in there ended up being a good positive play. And nice.
When they got the first string receivers back in, and that's not a shot at our second string
not
receivers, because I think they've all caught multiple balls this year and are capable, but Olguin and Gonzalez are probably your 1-2 this year. High snap, it's handled. Contreras will get it, and he will boot it up and through. And with 5:03 remaining here in the third quarter, we're back to the running clock. Lovington 48, Santa Fe 8. We're back in a minute on Z94 KZOR. $51-yard touchdown strike from Wyatt Gomez to Alec Olguin. The point after is good, and the Wildcats take it 51 yards into the end zone. 5:03 to go here in the third quarter. Back to the running clock. Lovington up by 40. As Contreras up and will kick it away. A high end-over-ender, and they're just going to watch that one bounce out of the back of the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 for Santa Fe from their own 20-yard line. I'm TJ Miracle. Good evening to you from the state capitol. Alongside Dawn Morgan in the booth with me tonight. And we've got Max Carranza in studio engineering and producing. Evie Stuber helping out as well back at One Radio Square.
So it ended up working out for Lovington. They did not bring the hammer. They didn't put the hammer down after a couple of questionable things that went on field. But
just kind of have to shake your head sometimes,
but it did end up working out for them anyway. Nice work by
Allen
Gomez.
sends a man in motion. That is Mora. They're going to toss it across the middle, and that one is going to be picked off. The Cats have it to the 30, coming near side to the 25-yard line, the second INT of the night. And the Wildcats get it as coming up with the INT, Elijah Rivero, and give it back to the Cats. Rivero with the INT. Nice job by Rivero.
Yeah, nice pick. And then he had some running room, made some headway.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcat offense from the 26-yard line. 4.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Wyatt Gomez will stay in on Dallas Cardenas, back in at the running back position. Stack him up tight on the right. Good snap. Wyatt hands it to Dallas. Cuts it through a hole. He's across the 20. Drags Demons with him down to the 15-yard line. 11 yards right up the gut for Dallas and move the chains. First down, Wildcats.
Another gutsy run. That is Dallas's trademark. He barrels forward. He's got great momentum, great speed, and such strength.
And no hesitation.
Yeah,
when he sees
exactly.
a hole, he goes for it, and he doesn't really second-guess himself.
No, and he really sacrifices himself. And that's what you want to see, is that all-out, play, that all-out, that fanatical effort, the FE that Coach Gonzalez likes to make sure his players are playing with.
1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Good snap, Gomez with it. Back to pass, tosses far corner of the end zone, and just over the outstretched arms of Rivero, incomplete. And it will be 2nd down and 10, but they went for Rivero, thinking, hey, you got the INT, you want the touchdown too? So calling number 26's number. Pretty good coverage down the field by Jeremiah Padilla. But if Wyatt can ease that one in over that right shoulder, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, through the running clock, of course, and it's eating that up pretty quickly. Only 3 minutes left to play now in this third quarter.
And Lovington would like to get another score between them and Santa Fe to keep it running in case you have football weirdness happening. So 3rd and 10 from the 16-yard line. Pitch it to Cardenas on the sweep, right side. He's to the 10, going to the sideline, 5, and put it in the end zone. 6 on the board, touchdown Wildcats. 16 yards on Dallas Cardenas, and the Cats go up 54-8. 59 yards on 10 carries and 2 touchdowns for Cardenas through the first half plus. And so now it'll be a point after to come. The Cats can get this one a little closer to the 50, but it will be running clock. So Contreras on to attempt the point after. And I think Olguin will hold it. Yep, he will. Still out of the hold of Olguin. Good snap. The kick is up, and it is good. With 2:41 remaining in the third quarter, Lovington 55, Santa Fe 8. We're back in a minute. Wildcat football continues on KZOR and the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Dallas Cardenas takes it on a right side pitch sweep and takes it 16 yards into the end zone. The point after is good from Lucas Contreras, and the Cats go up 55-8 with 2:41 remaining here in the third. So Lucas will come up and he will boot it away. It is the high end over-ender, and they're just going to watch that one bounce, and it dies at the 5-yard line. Mora is going to signal he's just going to down it, and he does at the 5. So time for the Cats defense to see what they can do, as a beautiful kick there, as Mora thought that one was going to go into the end zone. I did too, frankly. It normally does, but it just hit that 5-yard line and stuck.
It just it hit one corner, and it kind of took a little bounce back, and that neutralized the ball. It just kind of went still.
The turf monster, instead of tripping somebody up, grabbed the football and held on to it.
A ruthless coach or team might have gone for the onside kick, get the ball, take it,
and get
it,
50.
and kick a field goal, and game's over. But
so
Lovington
Allen
did not
from
do
his
that.
own end zone is going to keep it himself and just drive it up. He's across the 5 out to about the 7. Lovington collapses in on him. Coming up from the bottom of the pile is Jaden Bosquez. It'll be a pickup of 3 for Allen on the quarterback keeper, just trying to get a little breathing room between his
the end zone.
between his own goal line and where he was.
That's right.
Under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2nd down and 7 for the Demons. Lovington up 55-8. So up by 47 points. As checking out of the game is Henderson, as he got a little hitch in his giddy up out there. Coming on to replace him. And it's going to be Michael Hine. And we've got a whistle, and we're having to check some headgear
Equipment
here. Well, we've got a moment. Big thanks to our good friends at Now Pharmacy, Devon Energy, Lovington Auto Supply, the Lovington Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Bob's Thriftway, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Man Welding, Stone Oilfield Services, making Wildcat football possible here on Z94 KZOR, on the Z94 KZOR app, and on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. So, all right, we got the equipment issues worked out. Allen will pitch it. Mora comes near side. He is hitting the end zone, gets away from one, and they are going to stop him, but he is going to lose yardage all the way back to the 1-yard line. Lovington wants the safety. I don't think they're going to get it. He pushed out, and yep, they're going to mark him at the 1. So he moves back from about the 8-yard line to the 1. It'll be a loss of 7 for Mora.
On the 1-yard line.
And so it'll be 3rd down and 13 from the 1. So clock going to continue to move, and Santa Fe is going to have to run one more play in this quarter. You've got to think Coach G may dial up the pressure here.
Maybe try to nail him.
Maybe try and get the safety to end the quarter. Of course, the backups are in. And it is 3rd down and 13 from the 1-yard line. Allen from the pistol formation. Blitz comes, and he will swing it out, and that one is going to fall incomplete as we've got a flag on the play. And I have a feeling that they're probably going to get Cadence Moore for pass interference, as he was guarding Bryce Melton. Melton turned the wrong way. Pass interference on the Wildcats. Normally, when a receiver turns the wrong way and the ball goes out, they don't call that, but okay. So it'll move them 15 yards, and it'll be a 1st down for Lovington, or rather for Santa Fe. There's Lovington. They're their 7th penalty for 80 yards. Just 70, sorry. Math and me are not always conversant. So move it out to the 22-yard line. 9 seconds to go in the third quarter. Allen not in the shadow of his own end zone anymore. Hands it off, and Lovington sniffs that one out. Nowhere for Moore to go. He is going to lose 2 more yards, and that will be the end of the third quarter. We head to the fourth. Lovington 55, Santa Fe 8. This is Wildcat football on Z94 KZOR. For the start of the fourth quarter here at Ivanhoe Stadium in Santa Fe, Lovington 55, the Santa Fe Demons 8. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Don Morgan. Max Carranza in studio engineering and producing. It'll be second down and 12 from the 20-yard line for Santa Fe as we start this fourth quarter, as a pass interference call keeps the drive alive for Santa Fe, but we are in running clock territory. Lovington up by 47. Allen is the quarterback. Two backs in the backfield with him. Now they're going to change the play at the line. They're signaling in the changes, so audibling out. Clock continues to move. Allen with it, back to pass, looks to the right, throws to the right, has a man. It is complete up at the 29-yard line to Tapia. So it'll be a pickup of 9 to Tapia. And so that'll bring up a third down and about 2. No, 3rd and 2 after the 9-yard pickup on 2nd and 12. Checking back into the ball game is Loma Yestiwa. He'll bring in the play from the sideline. No, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, somewhere in that neighborhood. Allen going to split one man left, one right from the far hash. Offset backs in the backfield, and now they're going to change the play again. They'll send in a new play. And Allen with it, good protection. Now it breaks down as he's going to tuck it and take it himself. Is hit at the 30 and is going to be stopped short of the first down. They're going to mark him. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This guy on the near side puts him up at the 33-yard line. He was stopped at about the 31. I can see forward progress, but they're going to give him enough for the first down. That's okay. Clock continues to move with 10:27 to go here in the ball game. And it will be a first down, 7th first down of the ball game for Santa Fe. Great pursuit by the Lovington line. And some of the secondary guys that have gone in. And a nice job up there for the Wildcats as Sal Rodriguez giving chase, number 54. He checks out, and checking in his place will be Tarango Rubio. Allen, nope, now we got a new quarterback in the game for them, and he'll pitch it, and that one will be a 5-yard loss. And so the pitch to Mora. He's going to lose 4 on that one. 2nd and 14. So Mora has just gone the wrong way. His last 4 carries have been negative yardage. And that's Juan Ortiz outrunning the offense now, as Allen will go back in. I think maybe he lost the lid. So Allen will be back in as the quarterback. 2nd down and 14. Clock moves, 9 minutes remaining. Here in the ball game, Lovington up by 47. So Allen is back in to pass. Comes across the middle and has a completion out to the 45-yard line, but the ball is out, and this one ref says it is a fumble. The one on the near side says nope. This, I want to see this guy's diploma. So it is complete to Damian Bustamante up to the 45, so it'll be a 15-yard completion.
Well, what help Lovington hasn't given Santa Fe, I think some of the refs have.
So from the 45-yard line, and that's all we're going to say. I haven't gotten my nasty gram, and I don't want it. They're going to throw the screen pass, and that one will be in and out of the hands, but they didn't whistle that one dead, and it'll go out of bounds. Backward pass. So incomplete.
Clock still ticking now, just right at 8 minutes left to go in this game. 55-8 is your score.
From the 40, yep. From the 45-yard line, still in Santa Fe territory. And now we're going to have the side judge from this side. He's going to go in and, I don't know, can we figure out, how to give him 15 more yards right quick? I'll stop it. I actually got on the Christmas card list last year. I'd like to stay that way. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. The discussion there was, whether or not it was an incomplete pass, even if it was a backward pass, if it was marked as a fumble. And now timeout going to be taken by Santa Fe. 7:39 to go. We'll take it with them. Lovington 55, Santa Fe 8. Back in a minute on Z94 KZOR. Timeout. Allen back to pass. Rolls, throws right, and is going to be complete on the far sideline as he gets that one out there to number 34. I get to write down another new name in the book. That's Richardson. Richardson complete for 7 yards, and it is third down and 3. 72 passing yards for the Demons as we are under 7 minutes to play here in the ball game. Lovington will have their first win of the season going into the bye and going into district. So a big third down and 3 for Santa Fe, trying to keep this drive alive. Allen was offset backs in the backfield, 4-step drop. Now he's going to take it, toss it. We've got a flag on the play, and he has a man complete on the far sideline, but it's coming back. We've got a hold behind the line of scrimmage as Lovington was bringing it, and this one, I think, is coming back. Let's see. The head official has not done a lot of signaling tonight. It will be holding on the Demons, so move Santa Fe back 10 yards. 10 penalties, 70 yards on Santa Fe. Oh, the clock should not have stopped. It should still be running.
There's been a lot of interesting things happening in this game in this second half.
So from the spot of the foul, it becomes third down and 15. Rolling near side, Allen tosses it, thrown, and it'll be fight for it. It'll be complete to Santa Fe. And Lovington says they've got it, and they do. Hagen Lozardo gets the INT, and the Wildcats have their third INT of the night. So there is a coach in the booth with us, and that's if I was the coach for Santa Fe, I would say the same thing. I'm the radio guy for Lovington. So Lovington football on the third INT of the half. Lovington will have it first and 10 from the 45-yard line, as Wyatt Gomez will come in with 6 minutes remaining in the ball game. So from their own 45-yard line, split a man out wide to the left. They'll hand it off and up the middle, and we'll have a flag on the play, and we've got a hold. And, yep, I think we got 2 penalties on there.
We got unsportsmanlike conduct, I do
Rodriguez
believe. Yeah.
Pushed his man down. They hold, and that they could potentially
offset.
Well, maybe. I thought the hold was on us, and I thought the personal foul was on us too, but I think they should both be on us, and we will have 2 fouls on the play.
It looks like they will mark it off against Lovington.
It'll be holding on Lovington. And that penalty will be declined.
Okay.
And we'll have unnecessary roughness, game misconduct on Lovington. So Rodriguez just letting things get the best of him there.
What are the sticks doing? Sticks don't move.
They're going to move that all the way back to the 20-yard line. I didn't know there was such a thing as a 25-yard penalty, but okay. That's how it works, so I'll mark it down as such. 95 penalty yards against the Cats. So it'll be first down and about Las Cruces for the Cats. And the handoff to Ochoa. He's going to get it out to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5. 23 yards on 6 carries tonight for Cameron. So second, and I think we're up to
30, I think. Second and 30, maybe.
Yeah, second in Hot Springs, TRC now. Lovington going to be in no hurry.
Yeah, 55-8 the score, and with running clock, just 5 minutes left to play in this one.
Split a man out. That's going to be Ochoa coming wide to the right. Gomez is the quarterback. Has taken all the snaps in the second half. Wyatt with time, slings it down the left sideline, adjusting back and incomplete. That one thrown behind the intended target. A little bit of a dangerous pass. Good coverage down the field. Wyatt's only 1 of 7 for 51 yards, but that one was a touchdown. So now it'll be third down and TRC.
Third and 30.
I'm glad you can do the math that fast. I can't.
Well, only the down changed on that one.
Yep.
The rest didn't, so that helped me out.
Clock continues to move. 4:20 remaining in the ball game. Lovington going to slip trips right. Single man to the left. Wyatt claps the hands, gets it, rolls near side, throws it, has a man, and that one will be complete. And tippy-toeing on it is going to be number 26, Romero. So he gets 21 of the 30 that they need. And so now it'll be fourth and 9.
And I apologize on that camera work. I missed that. Missed moving the camera to be able to get that reception on in frame, and so I do apologize.
So it'll be 4th down and 9. And Lovington will elect to punt it with 3:44 remaining in the ball game. Well, a single man back for Santa Fe, and it's a bad snap, and it goes over the head of Jose Ornelas. Ornelas just going to have to take it and take off and try and keep this from getting any worse. He'll run around, and Ortega going to be back at the 35-yard line. It'll actually go in the books as a loss of 10. It could be worse.
It could have been much worse. So
And
good for him.
It'll also go in the books as a sack for Santa Fe. It'll be their first of the night. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 35-yard line for the Demons. Still out there playing hard, still out there fighting. I have no complaints about the effort given by either team tonight. Lovington just too much for this Demon squad. As the handoff to Mora, and he's going to be wrapped up after a gain of 1. Goes right into the teeth of the Lovington defense. As on that stop, Jaden Bosquez also in there. Kyler Reeves, the freshman linebacker. So the 1-yard gain officially for Mora.
And of course, clock continues to run with Lovington leading this one 55-8. Just about 2.5 minutes left to play in the game now.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9. Clock continues to move as Lovington going to improve to 1-6 on the year going into district. Allen back to pass, steps up, and is going to be hit as he decides to take it himself and gets about a yard, but a busted play and not much he can do about it. Lovington brings him down, and on the stop, Jaden Bosquez again. So a 2-yard gain for Allen. 9 carries, 18 yards for Allen tonight. So it'll be 3rd down and a long 7. Under 2 to play for this one. Santa Fe will fall to 1-5. Lovington will improve to 1-6. And a timeout going to be taken by the Demons with 1:42 remaining in the ball game. Of course, we'll keep it right here. Don't forget, immediately following the conclusion of this one, we will have your Now Pharmacy post-game show. A victorious Now Pharmacy post-game show for tonight. As Coach G going to have this edition of the Wildcats with their first win on the season. Now, in addition to our friends at Now Pharmacy, we've also got to say a big thanks to Devon Energy, Lovington Auto Supply, the Lovington Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Bob's Thriftway, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Man Welding, and Stone Oilfield Services, making it possible for us to bring you Wildcat football here on Z94 KZOR and on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Remember, tell your friends and family, always free to watch on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Subscribe, please. Remember, 1,000 subscribers, somebody gets $100 worth of my money. So out of the Santa Fe timeout, it'll be third down and about 8 officially. Allen from the shotgun. Back to pass in Lovington territory, pressured, rolls near side, tosses, comes underneath and overthrows his intended receiver, and it'll be incomplete. And the intended target's asking, why wasn't that interference? Well, you had position, young man, and it's contact after it got there. Bustamante, the intended target. So it'll be fourth down and 8 for Santa Fe. 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Oh, we've got a flag on the play. From Lovington, I think I'd decline it. Make them roll the clock starting now.
Yep.
And, yep, they're going to pick the flag up. And it's running clock. The clock is supposed to, there it goes.
There it finally starts again.
So it'll be fourth down and 8. 1:23 to go in the ball game. Santa Fe, their last gasp. Trips to the right, one to the left. Allen back to pass. Looks right, throws right, has a man, it is complete, and man stretches out and will have the first down, a 10-yard completion. They're telling Santa Fe, they're telling them move it faster, that's to Beecham. With a 10-yard completion. And so it'll be first down for Santa Fe, their 9th of the night. The Twins to the right, one to the left, under a minute to play. Santa Fe not in the Lovington red zone. Their offense hadn't gotten there tonight. They'll throw it across the middle. That one is tipped and almost picked off. 2 Cats with a shot at it, as Tapia was the intended target. And now they'll get it back from the 24, make it the 23-yard line. Under 20 seconds to go in the ball game. Lovington's in a late replacement in for Henderson. Good snap, Allen with it, rolls right, under pressure, gets away from one and is going to be pushed out of bounds. He was looking to pass, so that will be a sack. And he is going to lose. See where they're going to mark him, and a timeout taken by Santa Fe. They're going to take one more shot at the end zone on a third down and 13, so second sack of the night for the Wildcats. We'll just keep it right here, Don, as we continue on through tonight. So if you're Lovington, and I know we'll talk more about this in the Now Pharmacy postgame show, but you got to feel pretty good. At least in the first half, you came out and your starters executed extremely well.
Yes, very well. This second half has been atypical, but you would expect that. But I think that there's certainly there are a lot of people. There are some people, I would say, I wouldn't know if it's a lot of people. There were some people who would say, just go for the jugular and finish them off and get out of here.
Me,
and
I will admit it.
And Coach G, has taken the route of let's get our backup quarterback in. Let's get as many of our second line and bench players in. Give them some real time on field.
They're going to attempt a long field goal here.
Wow.
This is going to be a 46-yard attempt for Darby, and it's a line drive, and it bounces and goes through the end zone.
And then time run.
That will expire time. So our final in this one, the Lovington Wildcats spoil homecoming for the Santa Fe Demons. 55-8 is our final score. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back with your Now Pharmacy postgame show. Wildcat football continues in a moment on Z94 KZOR. Welcome to your Now Pharmacy post-game show here on Z94 KZOR. The Wildcats victorious tonight 55-8, getting their first win of the season over the 6A Santa Fe High Demons. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle, Max Carranza in studio engineering and producing. Let's take a look at the numbers in this one. For the Santa Fe High Demons, their quarterback Andrew Allen goes 7 of 21 on the night for 82 yards, no touchdowns, and he throws 3 interceptions. Allen was their leading rusher tonight, 10 carries for 15 yards. All in all, it was 82 through the air, 4 cumulative on the ground for 86 total yards. Santa Fe got flagged 11 times for 70 yards in the ball game. They scored nothing in the first or second, 8 on a questionable call in the third, and then nothing in the fourth. That's how they get to their 8 points on the board. They did have 9 first downs in the ball game. For your Lovington Wildcats, Ashton Rand in the first half goes 11 of 14 for 179 yards, 3 touchdowns, no INTs. Wyatt Gomez comes in the second half and goes 2 of 8 for 72 yards. He also had a touchdown. So cumulatively for the Cats, 251 yards through the air. Leading receiver tonight, Alec Olguin, 3 catches, 106 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Also 2 touchdown catches tonight for Cesar Gonzalez for the Wildcats. On the ground, leading rusher Ashton Aranda, 8 carries, make that 7 carries, 70 yards, 2 touchdowns. On Dallas Cardenas, 10 carries, 59 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Lovington, 251 through the air, 153 on the ground, 404 total tonight. Lovington was flagged 8 times for 75 yards in the ball game, 15 first downs. Got 21 in the first, 20 in the second, 14 in the third, and that's where they get to their 55. So the Cats victorious and now heading into the bye week hopefully getting the season turned around and the ship righted, so to speak, Dawn.
Yeah, congratulations to the Wildcats. It feels good to win, right? And that's the feeling that the Wildcats have worked toward and waited on the whole season. So this is the start really tonight of the second season, so to speak. Even though tonight wasn't a district game, still it was important for them to win tonight, and now they want to win the rest. And now I think they've got the confidence and know that they can do that. And not only, I will say that I think Coach, I can't put words in his mouth or thoughts in his head, but I can think being the kind of man he is and coach he is, that I think he wanted his team to play a complete game tonight. They were winning big. Good to look at the board as long as you can, savor the win, and then get something out of it, which is give some of your younger players and second team significant, not just a little playing time, but significant playing time to get in there and test them and really give them an opportunity to feel that and also know it, that en route, as you're doing that, you are going to have the win and really enjoy that. And I think that that's a very classy way to go, and I'm not surprised that was the call tonight, and I think that was a good call and a good way to go. And I think that with the complete game, the complete win, and everybody participating in it tonight, it becomes the team owns it more. And as they own it, they're going to feel it, and that's going to unify them and add to their confidence going into the final games of the season.
Well, I think so, and we will start the district season not next Friday night, but 2 Friday nights from now, and we will be in Bernalillo, so just down the road, back up here in northern New Mexico. I can't believe we're in that district, but neither here nor there. We'll be on the air on the 14th, about 6:45 for the Stone Oilfield Services pregame show, the kickoff in 2 weeks from Bernalillo at 7 o'clock. So the Cats come in and dominate in the first half and then get a lot of experience out on the field in the second here at Santa Fe as they are victorious tonight, 55-8. For Evie Stuber and Max Carranza in studio engineering and producing, for Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Santa Fe. This has been your Now Pharmacy postgame show and Lovington Wildcat football, an exclusive presentation of Walmart Digital and KZOR Sports. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.